Oh, and we are live. Hooray, hooray. Hey, everybody. It's your buddy Snacks, and I'm here at my little work table going to build another Gunpla model. This one, I've been wanting to build this since the summer when I got it, obviously. And, usually you buy the stuff that you want to build, of course. Um, or you want to build the stuff you want to buy. I don't know which way it goes, but all right. So I'll put that there like that. And it's going to be Zektolgis. Yeah, we shall have the Tolgis. We shall build it so Zexmarkis can. It's the Endless Waltz version too. It's a master grade. It's a master grade by Bandai, of course, Bandai. And so, see, there's our good pilot, Mister Zex Marquise. Um, this is one of my favorite designs. Um, hopefully, I am hoping that the build is amazing too. So, all right, one whole bunch of crazy stuff right here. And it looks like it has a spring and it's got a whole bunch of crazy stuff for it. So, okay, that's all that craziness in there. All right, okay. All right. So, hooray! English. It says body and head and all that good stuff. All right. So I guess we're going with the head. So let's make a nice little crease here, and hopefully Punkwaddle will join us for a good little Gunpla building. Hopefully I don't get in too much of the lighting. All right. So the body. All right. PC3. Okay. C123. PC5. Okay. Oh, we're starting off with a whole bunch of. Okay. Sometimes I wish it was a little more colorful so I can actually see what color everything is. Because right now it's just all black and white, and it's like, this is C2. It's like I have an I2. This is I1. Okay. D. Straight up D. That's an H1. That's A. This is B2. This is probably C. Nope, that's F. Oh, I, I, I can see this is gonna be a long build. Probably won't be a one and done type job, but I did find C. C is this big one right here. All right. So we're looking for C20, C123. So we have 32, we have 23 here. Alrighty. So set. Okay. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I do worry sometimes I'm just talking and no one can hear me. I ask, can everyone hear me? And No one says nothing. Oh, you can hear me. Thank you, Dave. You're the man. All right. So 5, 5 and 3. Okay. So that's 5. All right. 3 is this one. There we go. And this is kind of relaxing, nice and relaxing build. It's a big build though, one of these big ass builds. So 3 goes in like this, right? So that's how it is, and it slides in through like this. That makes sense. All right, let's take that knob off. Take that knob off. There's my. There we go. So. There we go. That's nice. Ah. We just started. I don't want that meme to happen. All right. Looks like it falls in nice and snug like snow. There we go. Boom. All right. Okay. I don't know which unit this is, but it looks nice. All right. I'll put this off to the side for a second. Put PC up here because that's the most commonly grabbed one. Oh my goodness. It's even got a little pilot. Nice. All right. It looks like I'm building the cockpit area. So I need G19 and E1. Okay. All right. So, here's G1 or G9, G19, and yep, there we go. Oop. Yeah, there we go. Cable's getting out of my way. There we go. Now, okay, that piece is done. Put it back where I found it. Try to keep all the spots where I had them. And then, so E1. So this is straight up E. 20's down here, so 1's up here. It is indeed. Sometimes it's hard to tell like how much you should nip off and what you shouldn't. So it looks like it's just straight flush. Okay, so might want to clip it and then hit it with a abrasive pad for a second. Oh, oh no. That's good. Okay, that looks nice. All right, so this piece goes in. So this piece nice and easy. And I'm not sure which way it's supposed to go. So the round bit's down that way, and the long bit's this way, so it should fit this. If I can get my fingers, so there we go. And that looks nice. Sometimes the pieces they come off a little rough. That's okay. You just gotta sand them and make them nice. There we go. There we go. And we got some more people in the chat. Hooray, hooray. Oh, we got ooh, what was it? W Daisy Girl Williams. What's going on? What's going on? And salty traveling sea. What's this all about? Building Ray Skywalker model. Oh no! Don't insult the tall geese like that. Don't insult the tall geese like that. The tall geese is an amazing robot. Yeah, I didn't show it, but it's that's what the tall geese looks like. It's from Gundam Wing. If you have not watched Gundam Wing, it's a good recommendation. It is actually one of the better um, Gundam series. You know, unlike Witch from Mercury, which it's not terrible, but it's a lot to be desired. Witch from Mercury was. I can understand how they were kind of going with it, but I don't know. I feel like they wanted to go with this weird like angsty like high school kind of feel, but they just did a weird kind of, you know, situational, you know. They had like some lesbian elements in there too, but they weren't actually lesbian elements because Japanese don't really write stories like that. Like at least the Gundam side doesn't really do that too much. Not too much, you know. So like all the Wookiees who like kind of like that bit, they end up getting really mad. It's like, oh, okay, you ended up not pleasing anyone. The war elements were okay. I'd say it's a C- show. It was definitely a C- show, which is a shame because the first episode I gave it an A+ when I first started reviewing them, Witch from Mercury, but no. But Gundam Wing. Oh, Gundam Wing is It's what got me into Gundam, and then I watched the original series, which I love the original series too. But yeah, yes, I do have a chat. I do have a chat, but I'm also focused away from the chat because I am building. It's a bit of a nip and nag kind of situation. Oh, this is how this goes, Salty. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yes, it is an amazing robot. Well, technically a mech, but you know how that goes. You know how that goes. Anyone asking me other questions? 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 No, 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 no. Okay. I know. I do have a chat, which is which is great, and potentially Punkwater will pop in, and you know how we go with the we go pretty hard with the Gundam chatty. Um, yeah, we do like to talk big robots, and sometimes Ironcaster will pop in too. He is. I've been on one of his streams for we talking big robots and whatnot, and that's good stuff, man. That is good stuff. It's one of my favorite genres. You know that too. But I will say, Salty Texas C, our good man, he's been doing the God's work with the. He's been doing the Lord's work when it comes to Doctor Who. I've yet to see any of the new series. Um, when I say in a new series, I mean the new Doctor. I caught like the first episode with the Furby from Hell. I'm like, yeah, let's see what this is, and then I saw it, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's kind of weird and woke. Okay, I guess I don't need to watch any more of it. Which, yeah, I didn't really need to watch any more of it because apparently all it's just boring and dragging and doesn't really harper on with the lore of Doctor Who. That's have been catching up or revisiting the classic Who. I don't think I've seen all of classic Who, but I've seen a whole bunch. Like I've been brushing up on the third Doctor. I did watch the fourth Doctor because the fourth Doctor, Tom Baker. I was he's probably the most familiar with him, and I just love his I just love how he hit it up. You know how his version of the Doctor was great, and I actually like the third Doctor very much too. It's interesting, but yeah, it's good stuff. Oh hey, our good man, Parrot Head. What's going on? Hail to you too, brother. Yeah. All right. But yeah, it's good stuff in sci-fi. You know what I mean? It's good to have good stuff in sci-fi. Okay, so 31. There is 31. 31's here. This must be it. Must be it. It says 31, so it must be it. Bandai wouldn't lie to me. All right, where'd that little guy go? There he is. Here's our little pilot. And it looks like he sits like this. There we go. He's a he's a little guy in a big old chair. Oh, I didn't really clean him up too well, but that's okay. There we go. Ha ha. All right. So I got these two parts in like that. I have this part, and I have this part. Okay. So let's see what we got here going on. All right, these two parts like this. Yeah. And it has this part going in through this thing. Like so, right? Yeah, no, this way. That way. Yes, that way. Okay, well. Let's see how we doing. Let's see. Okay. Unfortunately, there are several last episodes due to the improper storage. Uh, the Brits are hardcore Woovenies or whatever they are, the Doctor Who fans know more about that. Yeah, yeah, that's how that works. Come on. Ooh, okay. It doesn't look very flush in there. Hmm. Um, I almost kisses. Scissors, scissors. All right, so it's not very sound in here. That's okay. Oops. Okay. There we go. And I believe it went in like that. Now let's see how we do now. And wanted to, let's realign this. So this goes like that. That goes like that. And that fits nicely like this. Okay. Perfect. Yay. Found it. Sometimes you just have to work it the way it might not be intended, but the way that it fits. Okay, that fits like that. And I'm not sure where this one goes. Oh, this one goes on a little nub. Like so. Oh, nope. Other way around. Oh no, he fell. It's okay. I'll just put him on in a second. So, that like that. Because that's the door that opens. That's the hatch, so I can get in and out of there. The mech. Yeah, that fits in like that. And then this piece. Oops. Let's not lose a piece, yeah. Let's see. Oh, see, purple Valkyrie might know about that. Yeah, purple Valkyrie. She's quite the informative lady that she is. Yep, she might know quite a few things about Hoopian stuff. You know, it's British sci-fi. There we go. Ta-da! And that hatch pops down. You can see him. There we go, and it pops right back up, just like that. Haha! That looks nice. That looks very good. Okay, cool. Haha, haha. It's one of those days where I say haha a lot. And it's looking for E, which I have it right here already. I didn't put it back somehow. Um, okay, E. So let's see the numbers. And I'm looking for E6. I believe this one is it right here. This piece right here. I love it when they put the little nipping spots right on like a ball. I have to like make sure it's smooth. Oh well. Seems smooth, but oh yeah, that's practically cue ball now. Okay. And that slides in like that, huh? So this area right here, and then this one slides in like this. So slide in like so. Come on. It's a little pocket area I see. It should slide into pocket. There we go. Okay, so G1. Ooh. It's a lot of panels. I haven't, a lot of runners. I haven't built a Gunpla with this many runners in a while. It's got quite a few. Quite a few. Okay. Since it's gray, it should be gray still. But we'll see. All right, so this is I, and this is also I believe. Yeah, I1 and 2. This is C. That's A. That's D. Where's G? Right, they do want G1, okay. So it's probably this one right here. No, it's C1. Huh. G? What's this? Sometimes it's a smaller one. No, that's F. Mm-hmm. H, B, G. Here it is. That's hard to see. That's probably this piece right here if I'm looking at the piece I need and the piece that looks like it is 18, and it is the piece I need. It is 18. How about that? How about that? All right. There we go. So we're getting the torso done, which is always it's usually the first part. Sometimes they start with something else, but usually the torso. They usually start with the torso. Oh, hey. Oh, the squeaky mouse is here. What's going on, Squeaka? I'm just out here building some Gunpla. We are nipping and nagging and putting together the tall geese. It is the tall geese. So it's look at this cool art from Gundam Wing, Endless Waltz. Yeah, it's a master grade. So it's a big boy. It's bigger than the other ones. It's got more pieces too, but that's okay. Takes a little more time, but they do look nicer because they're so darn big. I do like big things. Cannot lie. And that just popped right in place. I love it when it snaps in with ease. All right. Hey. Hey, Caster. What's up, man? What you doing out there? You should pop in here with me. You're probably at work or something. Who knows? So that MG Telgeese picture should be framed. Well done. Yeah, it looks super awesome, doesn't it? The box art is amazing. I love the box art on this thing. It's like the box art makes it look super cool. And I actually might weather it and paint it just to make it look like this, you know. I will be doing some panel lines on this bad boy. Okay, so C21. 2021. Oh, keep on trying to grab the scissors. Let me put the scissors back because I don't need them. Do need my nippers. Grab my nippers. And 21. There we go. There we go. Aha. There we are. Oh! Kick the camera. All right. Doesn't look too bad, but actually, let's make sure it's a little more flush. There we go, nice and smooth. There we go. It's good to smooth out all the little notch marks. Helps everything fit better. All right, so that piece, and then I need polycap number 9. All right, so should be around earish. There it is. That should just fit down on that, right? So this piece is like this, and then that piece is like this. If it's like this, there we go. Oh, nope, other way around. Of course. There we go. I hate when I get it in backwards. That's the most terrible thing. All right. Step 1.5. So 1.4 with this, and so we got another one. So this one's 20 instead of 21 is 20. So it should be. I just see. No, this is C. Oh, what's this one? Okie dokie. And now we're going to use the other 9. Where did 9 go? This one. There we go. And then, if I'm not mistaken, it goes just like the other one. Which I'm not mistaken, it does. There you go, that fits nicely. Okay, this piece. All right. So, not exactly sure how these work. I think they go like so. go. They fit just like that. Not as crazy flush as I would like, but they do fit. There we go. Cool. These are for the arms, I assume. Head, arms, and okay, so I need alpha 17. So these ones, I think. 17, 16. 17 and 16. So 16 goes on the left side. Let's brace the piece before we pop it. There we go. I check if I clipped it pretty good. It did. It's a nice clipping job. All right. So I have no idea how this is supposed to work. Looks like it goes in some way this way. This way. All right. Yeah, that's how it would work. Yep, that's how that works. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. Yep. There we go. I will say it was a snowy day today. It snowed like crazy up here. Still went to the gym. Thank goodness I had new tires, because it was kind of the slippery type of snow, you know. It wasn't the sticky stuff that you build snowmen with. No, it's good powder for snowboarding. I'd totally go snowboarding if yeah, these bits point up, so that's good. Okay. So that's how that looks, and it does look like that. That's great. All right, so so we got E 14 and 10 snapping in together like nicely. Okay. So I don't have E up here, I know that. So it's probably down here. These are the eyes, aren't they? Yep. Yeah. That's E. There's E. Here is E. All right. That's the G piece. Let's see. 2. Here's E. F. That is F. That's D. I almost dropped A. So, do I have E? Oh, duh. Staring right at it. All right, so it looks like I'm doing 14 and 15, kind of similar ways. All right, so let's do it the way it's supposed to be done. It. Oh, I barely noticed. Howdy, everybody. Look, Punkwaddle's here. Punkwaddle, why aren't you here? Come on, Punkwaddle, say something. Oh, there's Punkwaddle.
Oh, I'm here now.
You are here now.
Woo!
Woo!
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. It's the Punkwaddle.
I'm my second night in a row as Gundam Waddle.
Gundam Waddle.
Okay, I got to work on the noises.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. Yep. So I finally knocking out the tall geese I've been wanting to do for a while.
Nice.
Yep. Ironically, it is a snowy day, so
Yeah, we don't have the snow so much. We have ice.
yeah, we have ice and snow. It's a
Mm.
it's a deadly combo. But I drove slow when I went to the gym today, so it was nice. I was just like, I'm going to the gym. That's I would say no, but you know what? That's what weak people say. I'm not gonna be weak. I'm gonna be big and buff. And I went to the gym in the snow.
Well, did you go uphill both ways?
It was many hills going both ways. Yeah, ups and downs, and so yeah, uphill both ways, I guess. All right, so this piece and this piece. I think this piece works like this. Actually, I don't like that. I don't like how that looks. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. Ooh, clickety clackety.
Don't come backity. Wait, what?
Oh, you're always welcome here, man.
That's true. It just rhymed. It's like clippity cloppity, get off my property. You know,
Yep.
one day I'll be the grumpy old penguin.
Hippity habit it. Can't stop that habit.
Uh,
All right, so don't know exactly how this is supposed to work. Okay, so this piece looks like this, and then this piece looks like this. So it's got to go like this.
Never built a tall goose before.
Yeah. There we go. That looks
I don't
like
know.
that.
I don't know if Ironcaster's still here, but I saw him talking about it.
Oh yeah, Ironcaster. He has a tall geese. I don't know if he's built his though.
Uh,
I know he's had on his backlog. Was it a perfect grade tall geese? I think something like that, maybe.
Real grade or perfect grade?
I'm not sure.
Is there a perfect grade?
Could be a real grade. It's probably a real grade.
Now I want to find out.
Yeah. I don't know. There's all these grades. I just saw the
Yeah.
MG and I was just like, I do like the MGs just because they're big and they're complex.
Oh. Hey, Imperatus. Yeah, it's the master grade.
Yep, it's the master grade.
I think it's one of the only master grade wing kits that I haven't ever bought or owned, or that I don't own. Yeah,
Which one?
the tall geese. I don't have any master grades of it.
Uh,
I don't know. RGs are coming along, and I know there's a few from the olden days that hold up, but there's a lot of people who talk about how there's a few frames that need a 2.0, which is kind of interesting because they've only been around for like 15ish years, 20
you know
years.
how bad I is with the old stuff.
Yeah. Well, what was it? When was the God Gundam built? I'm sorry, the Moon Gundam built?
Not sure.
I want to say that was maybe, was that 18?
In
Because I mean,
1892.
yeah, because that was a regular high grade, but it was tooled so well that it also didn't have any polycaps. It was all just plastic on plastic.
Body caps. Yep. Just plastic on plastic, huh? Yeah, it seems like kind of like an entry grade. So I built some entry grades. They're fun actually. They're not bad.
I know the entry grades are better than high grades from 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah, back in the day.
Imperatus also says the only RG I ever had issues with were the Zaku's, and I've definitely heard that one.
Well, that's just a shame. I'm a big Zaku fan. You know me. It goes in there, but it doesn't seem like it. Oh, there we go. It went in exactly where I thought it went, but when I tried it to put it in, it didn't fit. And then I looked at the picture again, and then tried it again, and didn't fit. I don't know. Maybe it was just at a broad angle. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that looks somewhat decent. Nearly done the torso. That's pretty good.
Nice.
I know. I feel like every time I'm like, I don't think this is gonna take a while, and then end up doing it the whole stream in one stream. Probably not. Probably
I was
not
gonna
this
say
time around. I'll probably spark it up again next Tuesday and finish it. But
I feel like doing the torso and the arms and the backpack takes several hours, and then legs of a master grade always take more time than you think they should.
sometimes not. I don't know. Pretty
A
good at
master
building
grade.
legs. Pretty good at building legs. I'm just saying.
I mean, high grade legs is one thing.
I mean, have you seen me in the gym? I mean, oh wait, not that kind of building legs.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a tall geese. Is it really gonna have goose don't really have legs, right?
I don't know. The tall geese, they're not Zaku legs. No, no, they don't have the big calves like me.
Okay.
Yeah, the Zaku's and the freaking the goose. Those guys have the big calves. What was I looking for? G. Oh, it's up here. How's that?
Calzone?
Calzone. Yum yum.
Oh, you said huzzah.
I said huzzah. I don't know. I've made a calzone many times. I'm good at making calzone. It's just like instead of making a pizza, turn that pizza into a ravioli. I feel that's how the calzone was invented. Some pizza guy was smoking a little too much oregano.
And
he was
I'm
like,
a make.
"Hey Giuseppe, how about we make this pizza, but instead of the pizza, we make a ravioli." Mario, I don't know what you're saying. Oh my goodness, Mario, it's working.
I like Stromboli, the original pizza pocket.
Strombolis are the original pizza pocket. Yep.
Strombolis are good. Have I ever told you I went to the place near the Philadelphia airport that is the birthplace of Stromboli?
The birthplace of Stromboli.
Yeah, it was an Italian restaurant guy that he had a restaurant in America in Philadelphia near the airport.
Yeah.
And he's the one who's credited to creating the Stromboli in its known popular form.
Stromboli in known popular form. Interesting.
Yeah. And it's just like a little hole. It's not that big of a restaurant. It's just kind of off the main drag by all the hotels. It's pretty dang good.
That's pretty cool. There we go. How was your day so far?
Well, let's see. Last night my cell phone kind of glitched and it's probably needs to be replaced,
Mm,
but
yeah, I hate
it's
that.
it's not really working right now. And I think I have a backup somewhere, but I don't want to. Yeah, I need to figure that out.
Yeah, that's an unexpected cost that you don't want to shell out right away. Yeah,
Well,
I
I
hear
bought
that.
a backup that's basically the same phone that I have, which is still outdated, but I still need to figure out how to get somewhere so they can actually try to clone it or move all the information over. Because, and if I can't turn it on with the screen messed up and access things, there still might be a way to do with it, but it'll be a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Okay. Operation of orders. This one, then that one. Okay. This one goes in first, and then this goes in second. There we go. Whew. Noisy keyboard.
oh yeah, I'm sorry, my mic's right next to it.
That's all right.
It
It's an
is.
app.
It's
Yeah,
an. It's an Apple.
it's an Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody says go Android.
that's what I got. I haven't had problems with it too much. It works.
Well, my iPhone worked pretty good until it got well. Let's just say I had the OtterBox, and then I changed the case on it, and then realized why the OtterBox was better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, sometimes we learn,
Yeah.
and sometimes we don't learn. Now, what we have really learned now, Master Bruce?
Mm.
Oh,
I gotta get all my freaking. Well, if I have to start over with a phone, that's gonna be annoying. A whole bunch of contacts that I gotta figure out how to find
oh.
access.
You can't just write it down. Is it like just straight up like blah?
Well, right now I can't even like. Okay, so the home button busted a while ago. So if I get a new home button, I could probably make it work. I just I just need to go into the guy to see if it,
Take it to the Mac store. Yeah.
yeah. And we don't have a Mac store, but we have some authorized, unauthorized dealers or people that can kind of get parts for it. So
Oh, yeah. Wow. You have a Mac store where you are?
nope.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Dang. Where's the nearest big city which would have it? Is it
The
like a
biggest
couple hours?
city that would have a store that works on, I think that's super duper authorized to work on them, that actually has Apple parts would be like an hour, a little over an hour away.
Oh God, that's like me driving to Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun. I mean, it's not fun because I don't know. You've driven in Massachusetts. You know how fun it is.
Hmm.
They know how to drive. They just say "fuck you" and then hit you anyways. Am I missing a couple pieces? I am, ain't I? Yeah, F. Um, where's the F piece? Oh, it's under here. Haha, found it. Okay, so hopefully I'm building on camera. I'm trying to build on camera.
You're building our camera. Oh,
Okay,
and we
good.
got a Creature Lobo 12.
Richard Lobo 12. Hello, hello. Hello to you too. What are we building today, huh? What you building? I will show you another picture. So everyone knows what we are building.
Show the photo. Show the photo.
I shot the box up. There it is. That's a cool picture. That's with like all weathered down and shit. And this is what it looks like when you assemble it. Very
Mhm.
very glossy and boring.
Yeah, it's all right. Oh, gonna marry on Neworth in chat.
So it's the tall geese from Gundam Wing.
Yeah,
Tall geese. It is my
Zex
favorite.
Zex Marquis in the house.
Sex monkey in the house. Um. So where's this supposed to fit? Oh. Oh. Okay, I see how you do it. You open the hatch and then you put it in. Okay. I like it's got a cool open movable hatch. I like it when they have like things that open and close. And
Yeah,
a little mini pilot. They don't
like
have those on the HGs too much.
no,
Upgrades.
they really don't.
They're just like,
The
yeah, no.
master grades usually don't have too much, and then perfect grades is when they start getting all the hatches and all the or perfect grade unleashed that have all the different stuff they can really
All the
show off.
bells and whistles, yeah. They
All
have
the
like
flaps
freaking and they have
and
systems for
traps.
like lighting and whatnot. And you're like,
Yeah.
what's going on here? Um, yeah, I've got a little spring piece. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to put it, but I'm sure I'll figure it out once it tells me to do it. Is this piece I need? Yeah, F3. Cut that real nice. Real nice.
Yeah.
Is it like that? I think so. That's the only way it'll fit. Oh, this doesn't really fit too snug in there. It's snug enough, I guess.
That's the waist joint stuff.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. So this piece, I put this piece, and now I need H1 10. This piece.
Boy. Yeah, one day. One day I'll do my real grade tall geese too.
Yeah.
That or I'll sell it and try to find a master grade tall geese too.
Is that the one I got? I think so. It looks like the one I have.
What?
Tall Grease 2. Endless
Well, your
Waltz.
buildings. Uh, there's no, tall geese 2 came in right at the end of the regular. Endless Waltz does tall geese 3, the one that has the blue mohawk, right?
Yeah, this one has the red. So.
Yeah, that's the original.
Okay.
And other than color swap, they're pretty much the same thing. Slight variations in some of the weapons, and then the mohawk, basically,
Yep.
or whatever you want to call that.
I mean, it's a badass thing. It's got a mohawk, right?
I mean, yeah, all Gundams with mohawks are pretty dang cool.
That's right.
Especially that custom Punk Waddle one that's floating around.
Yeah, I might. I may modify it a little more,
Oh,
especially if I go to Fan Expo.
all
You
right.
guys, I'll bring it
Nice.
with me. Okay,
Do it.
so oh, wait. Goes up like that, huh? Okay, guess that's how it goes.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't like how that sits. That's gonna sit like that, I guess. All right, so that's exactly how that sits. Okay, cool. And then this one goes like this, yeah. Oh, wait. I got it the right way. Why is that not snatching down?
Kind of makes me wish we had some of those clips that Ironcaster has to play, like Zex and a few other things.
Yeah. I didn't miss a step. I don't think I did. Well, if it's down there like that. So, I don't know. How am I supposed to... This goes into here like that.
Hold on, is this the weird waist joint again?
Yeah, it's a weird waist joint.
Uh, let me see. Scoot a little bit over to your left. Okay. Feels like something's missing there.
Yeah, I'm thinking too. I don't see anything that would hinge into there.
What's the other side of it look like?
There's this side,
Yeah.
which that's the side it goes, just
Okay.
without question. There's that side, which that's not how it
Okay.
works.
Okay.
And then there's this one, which it told me to put this into that.
Hmm.
Right. All right. So it's so that joint in like that, that joint down in this one, right? Then you hook it up, so the pilot's right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that joint falls down through there.
Does it
Okay.
actually fall? Does it pull down then? Because you
Um,
said it's supposed to
was there
fall down.
was
Something
there
falling down.
is there another joint? So that's one of one. Okay. Yeah, that fits there. That those two go down there. Okay. And then we flip over to here. And then it goes to there. And then it goes to there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's just not working.
Hmm.
Okay, so this...
It says it drops down. Does something actually drop? That's interesting to know, David Glenn. Glad to provide a mostly calm and relaxing stream. Although
Yeah,
trying to figure out what isn't working is always a fun part.
yeah, that's their best. So it should just snap in like this, but it won't, because it doesn't work like that. I'm just like, Bandai, what the hell are you doing? Am I missing another step? No, this is 8-1. That fits on that on that on that.
Oh, we got Lisa Seacrest in the chat too. How you doing? Let's see. Hmm.
Does this part just pop out? It might actually pop out. Let's see. It might actually be loose enough to pop out.
Okay.
It does seem like it is not attached.
Okay, so when you just put it in, it just didn't. It kind of just sucked up in there. Can you take it off and push it out, or is that
So
going to be harder?
it's like attention. This is in Japanese, so I don't know what it was supposed to say. You know what I mean? It's like,
Is it supposed to be the other direction? I'm starting to wonder if that polycap was supposed to go the other direction or something. You didn't realize it till it was too late.
it might have been, let's see, 5. So let's see, is 5 the only one?
Yeah, it might be another one.
Yeah, it's the only one that looks like that. Okay.
It might be yeah. I'm guessing it's the direction because it looks like it's trying to pop in that hole where you have the little other side of the nub.
Okay, so it didn't look like there was a certain way.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. I'm hoping that's it. Otherwise,
am I gonna have to disassemble all the way to freaking point 1 again? Oh, good. It just
no,
popped
we
right out.
shouldn't
Okay,
have to
cool.
stumble too much.
All right. So we're gonna flip this out. That's exactly what it was.
Okay. Yeah, the more I thought about it, I was like, oh yeah, that's gotta be it.
There we go. I was like, what is going on here? There we go. Bandit would probably been like, yeah, dummies are gonna kind of misinterpret what we're trying to tell them to do. Which now that I'm looking at it, it's like, yeah, it told me to do it the other way. Okay, cool. And then I put this piece back where I found it. Put that thing back where you found it, or so help me. So help me. Uh-oh.
No, no.
All right, it fits. Yay. All right. The waste unit is on. Yes. Okay. Crisis has averted.
Mm-hmm. We got tiny metal trees in the house.
What up, tiny metal trees?
Yeah, I didn't even realize that Floral was earlier. About the time he started, was working on doing a video.
No,
Um,
he's
so
script writing right now. I popped in
yeah,
before I went live. I was like, oh, he's script writing.
yeah, he does that. He's trying to do member chats where he kind of shows people how he does stuff, and then kind of hangs out. Oh, I guess he's still going.
Yeah, it's kind
Apparently,
of his. It's kind of like his version of this, you know. Instead of building something, you know,
hmm
he's essentially building something. It's a script. It's a
it,
it's the
it,
backbone of the video.
and I will say this: having
Yeah,
that as a member stream option is kind of cool. So anybody who is a member can go back and watch those later. And it's fun to see the process. It's fun to see the creative process. It really is. Like these streams are fun because you get to watch somebody relax and do something fun. Um, Getting to watch somebody create something is always more interesting than just watching them complain or whatever. David Glenn, you're modding 3 streams at once, trying to be the next.
he's the man. David Glenn is the man. He is the modding man. The modding man. All right. Yeah, I might get it back on the puppet building one. Kind of want a blue monster because everyone's having a blue monster now. I don't think Flora has a blue monster, but
No, but he's
I guess the only person who got another blue monster was good old what's his name Loki's got Chulo monster now.
that's true.
Chulo monster. I guess he's a big fan of Cookie Monster.
Yeah, need to ask
Loki's.
Chula Monster if they're related.
Yeah.
I don't know how we talked about that on the stream.
Yeah, I want another monster. Blue monster.
Oh,
Another one, little special needs, but very very wholesome. Not like Gator. Not like Gator. Gator is a mischievous terror. You know.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
want one. I want Gator to have someone who can like kind of like Butters to to Gator's Cartman kind of thing. You know what I
okay.
mean? You
Yeah.
know, getting in trouble. You know, not really retarded, but crippled. I want a crippled puppet.
I mean, puppets don't really use their
Sorry,
legs.
sorry. I mean handy capable.
I mean, puppets don't really use their legs. So, I mean, what's up with that?
It's true, but like they don't use their legs, but you put them in a wheelchair anyways.
Yeah.
Give them crutches, put them in a wheelchair. You know what I mean?
hmm
It's funny. Okay, it's supposed to go down like this. There we go. And the body unit is completed. Yay!
And there was great rejoicing.
It was great rejoicing. And then he stopped the stream before he fucked up anything else.
Mhm.
How many more? Let's see. Actually, I don't think this is not crazy. Yes. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit to this guy. There's the main unit, and then there's all the shielding, and then the freaking afterburners, because
Oh, yeah.
because it's got freaking big old like jet packs on the back,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
its backpack's pretty intense.
pretty dope. That's why.
Cause
One of the reasons why I like this mobile suit so much.
well, like okay, so even no, I haven't built the Sananju style. Like I haven't built the Verka
Woof.
Sananju style at Master Grade, but like Master Grade, even in MG, the backpack isn't that complex. There's
Yeah,
only so many pieces because it's just a couple big chunks. It doesn't take much to put it together.
yeah. All right, so they want us to do like this. So 18.
Hmm. Did somebody step on a duck? No, I don't think so.
No, no, I just farted.
Oh,
And it happens sometimes.
quack quack quack.
Quack, quack, quack. I made sure my calorie intake was decent,
Hmm.
not overindulgent.
Okay.
I want to gain muscle, but I don't want to get fat.
Mm,
So I'm trying to watch what I eat
makes sense.
for the most part. Yeah, and yeah, I'm actually my body's shaping up to be really nice now. Instead of
All right.
being fat man that I was once.
No,
It's,
I hear you. I am fat man right now.
oh, you're a fat man. Oh, sorry. Sorry for
It's
you
okay.
being fat man.
Yeah.
I don't want to be fat man. I'm fat phobic. I don't know. Maybe Coach will make a whole bunch of fat phobic jokes.
Maybe.
Maybe. No, he tends to do that. So H14. I I am happy that I'm doing the coach. You know, there. I don't know. Sesame Street or the Muppets. There is no health and fitness puppet, is there?
Not
I can't.
really.
I can't think of one. And I'm like,
I mean, I haven't watched Sesame Street in a long time, so I
I
don't
know
know if
that.
they have.
Like I
They have
get it. Like all the puppets, like they'll all like oh you got to eat fruits and vegetables and do all this stuff and they'll all kind of like take on that thing of like running around getting exercise and all that jazz, but like nobody's actually like a physical fitness guy.
mm,
There's not like a gym coach or anything like that.
true.
Yeah, which is which is odd, but that's okay. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you know they should do, but who knows? I don't know. What was the physical education, for the television kid? What was it?
Well, I think they were supposed to get PE in school, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to get PE in school, but
Are you building
you
the
know,
helmet right now?
I am building helmet right now.
Oh, the glorious helmet.
Yes, the glorious helmet with a mohawk. Um, yeah, I don't remember seeing anything like that. And you could, it's not just that. You can blame a lot of stuff about, um, like the snacking industries. Like how they just made sure kids got like all their
Hmm.
snacky, sugary supplements. You know what I mean?
True.
I say
Yeah.
supplements, but
Yeah,
it
like
is.
the older I get, the more it's like, oh, I can get a veggie tray. Cool.
Or I can get this box of Lucky Charms. Oh my God! You look over your shoulder. You're like, oh wait, my mom's not here shopping with me. I can get it myself because I'm a grown man, eating like a
Yeah.
child. Whatever.
When I grow up, I can eat ice cream for breakfast. You know what I do? I
You
don't
eat.
really eat ice cream for breakfast.
No, no. I get to have ice cream for breakfast. No,
We got
I do
real.
plan on doing a skit where Coach Murphy he loves double chocolate chip muffins. Oh my goodness! Oh, it's cheat day. It's the one day I can eat something, uh, a little really
Mm.
good. I'm gonna put it right here, because according to my schedule, I'm not allowed to eat it yet. But in half an hour, I can. And he goes away. He goes off screen, and then Gator comes
Mm.
on and eats it.
Nice. We get we got our Real Wade Nation gaming clips
Will
in the
Raid
house.
Nation. What up, Will Raid Nation? He says, "Hey, Gator." Well, it's snacks, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's snacks and the
it's Snacks
the
and Friends,
waddle.
not yeah, and it's not Snacks and Comics anymore. It's Snacks and Friends. Although your graphic still says Snacks and Comics.
Yeah, it still does.
Right.
I will eventually do some internet art and but how about that thumbnail? Do you like the thumbnail?
I do. It's very nice.
It's super nice and it's very simple, but it's great. I was like, let's do a little this, a little that, put a little half effort in there. It's got Gator, it's got Punk Waddle. It's got like a whole bunch of like the little nippers like facing each other
Hmm.
on a little cutting board. I'm like, you know what? That's the logo I'm gonna use every time, just cause. And if we get Ironcaster here more regularly, we'll put Charlie B there too. You know what I mean? So, 18. There we go. Yep. Yeah, feeling good. Yeah, I did back today, so I just chest yesterday, so my chest is like ouchy, ouchy.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But it felt good though. Like it was busy because it was Martin Luther King Day, so when I got to the restaurant after I went to the gym, I had chest
Hmm.
pump, and then like I just walking in, one of our guys he's an okay cook, but I hesitantly say he's an okay cook. So I pop in, I take over, and I freaking knock out the remainder of lunch like no tomorrow. Just knock
Okay.
it out of the park, man. Straight up
Crack.
freaking Giga Chad,
There
you know.
goes.
And then, oh lord,
Raiders are coming, Gator.
the Raiders.
I don't know.
Who's raiding?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a clear piece. Oh, I hate clear pieces.
What kind of Raiders?
Tuscan Raiders.
Well,
Okay,
I don't know. Maybe.
so ooh. Oh lord, I gotta be really careful because this is where you lose all your pieces.
Yeah. Oh, you got Big Dave K in the house.
Big Dick
Says,
King.
a quiet stream. Hmm.
Yes, it is
Big
a.
Dave K has some good artwork. Have you seen some of the artwork he's got?
I've noticed some of it. Did he do that the Punk Waddle one?
Yeah, the
Was
Punk
that
one on Carlos Fish. Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Apparently, we missed some loudness on another stream, but
Some
you need
loud.
focus and calm when building a Gunpla.
Yeah. Quite the calm focus on this Gunpla. So,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so H17. That's this piece right here, if I am not mistaken, which I am not. Because God forbid I lose another piece.
Mm. Not
And I go find
today.
it. And I find it, and I
And
try to find it, and I try to find it. It's gone. Oh no.
then a week later, when you're doing it again, there it is, just sitting there waiting for you.
Ow, I stepped on it. God damn, what the heck did I step on? Oh shit, I've been looking for this piece. Or it's like, oh shit, this is a piece, but where the hell does it go to? I forgot.
Yeah. Oh, there's snow.
There's no. There's no.
Disembodied puppet voices. Where's a disembodied puppet?
Kitty Chow's here, and so is Snow.
Roll
Hey.
Tide.
Oh, it's a snow raid. Okay. I guess
Oh.
the what you call it? It was a short stream.
Would you call that a snow drift? Okay.
Possible. Possible.
Okay.
I feel like
KR Nut in the house.
I feel like this is a piece that wants a thingy.
Mm.
If I'm not mistaken. All these crazy like sticker things. Got transfer paper. Yeah. I was kind of hoping Brandon would show up. You know, he saw it. It's like, oh, fire. I'm like, oh, cool. Is he gonna show up? Probably not.
I think he was doing something too earlier.
Probably.
I think last time I saw he was.
I can't hate the grind. You know.
Yeah, I mean, we all got. There's only so many of us in this time slot that have availability, and yeah, every now and then we'll go for it.
Is this silver piece go on that piece? They look like they match, so I'm thinking it does.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lots of people. Lots of people going live tonight. It's odd. More people than usual. It seems like.
Yeah, it's a random Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
Snow day. I plan on going live today for a while, so at least a week ago. So. This is the part that's gonna snap, but it's not. I made sure it didn't. Aha!
Look at you go.
Okay, so this piece goes in like this.
All right. Yeah, we didn't get much snow here. We just got a little bit of sleet that made all the roads
Yeah.
icy, which the sun didn't, and that was yesterday, Sunday night, and then didn't really, sun didn't come out yesterday, but the sun came out today, so most of them are just fine now.
Okay, that's nice. I'm glad you are not snowed in. That would be
Hmm.
terrible.
So I was the chat talking all about their snow.
Yeah. Well, I did mention it.
Yeah, just trying to contribute,
It's okay. You're a little jealous. You're like, oh, I'm from Texas.
Yeah.
Snow is I'm not sure what snow is, but it's a thing that
I
happens every once in a while. We'll get it, and nobody knows how to handle it, but it's okay.
don't even know how to handle rain half the time.
Oh God, California people. It
I,
rains. They do not know how to drive unless they like live somewhere like where it normally like snows a lot
yeah.
and slash rains. Yeah, inclement weather is not for them. So mm,
It's like Brandon just ended his stream.
oh, did he? Cool.
Yeah, maybe he'll pop over. Who knows?
Maybe he will. He's always welcome to, even if he's not building. Punkwall is not building, but he's welcome. Anyways, you know he should be
You know,
building.
I should be.
We don't force you. We just judge you.
Fair enough.
You know building, bud. Why you no build?
I'm cold. I know build because I am cold. I don't want sharp object in hand when I go vroop, ow, bleed.
Yeah. Sometimes things don't look like they fit. It
Yeah,
says it fits there, but it doesn't seem to fit.
I will say some of the times you're building right underneath the logo, so it's hard to see what you're actually doing.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
It's just my
Yeah, I get camera angles and everything.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get focused.
yeah.
Says it goes
I'm
there.
I'm not acclimated to the cold weather anymore. I don't do well.
I'm just half tempted just to leave it.
It's just open.
Just not put it on there because it doesn't want to. It keeps on wanting to slide and doesn't want to like snap in. It's just like it just doesn't want to fit.
Is there the right nub sticking out that needs to clip into, or do you do it upside down?
Nope.
Oh, saw that.
Where did the other piece go? Oh shit. Where's the piece? Oh, here it is. I
Yeah, I was
hate
gonna say.
translucent pieces. I hate translucent pieces.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm laughing at Delu telling me to fall over and shiver. Basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I did exactly what it told me to do.
Uh-huh.
So piece 5, which
Uh-huh.
that's what I put on to piece 7.
Uh-huh. There's no missing pieces there.
Yeah, right. It's like,
The missing link.
oh wait, I'm just trying to finagle it in. Ah, Oh, I see. Did I eat it? I don't think I did. But I think I lost that piece. Ugh. I tried to put it in, and then I was like, I think I have it. I think I have it, and went snap, and then it fell
Oh
into the.
no.
Yeah. It's.
Which piece did we lose? The clear?
Yeah, the clear with the sticker. It's got a little
Mm.
silver sticker. So it could be anywhere, any freaking where. It's one of those pieces that
Mm-hmm.
it's not like a solid piece. I will probably find it.
Yeah.
I am also really frustrated on how this piece is not fitting.
Yeah, I can tell. There's always one or two moments that it doesn't feel
It
like it wants to
it's
work.
really not a. It doesn't look like it's a structural piece,
Yeah.
and it's not working. So I'm gonna say fuck it.
I hear you.
I said fuck it. Fuck it. I don't want to deal with it, so shit. Say fuck it.
Just have hollow eyes the tall geese. There you go.
That's okay. It's not really hollow eyes.
Okay.
I can get in there with a brush and paint the shield guard because the shield guard is still there. So it's like, why do we even have that piece like that? I don't know. Don't know. Don't care. Fuck it. Okay. Mohawk time.
Woo! Mohawks are the best.
Woo! Mohawk. Mohawk. All right. So, okay. So a 9 and 8, and then G1. So it's obviously these pieces.
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
Obviously these pieces. The pieces shaped like the piece that we're looking for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's usually how that works. Yeah.
Oh, and Kay Roberts is in the house. I don't know if I saw you in the chat earlier, but hey, as well.
Yep. Oh.
Gunpla
Oh.
bingo.
Oh,
That'd
my
be
poor chest. That's
burps.
what I get for benching 365 or
Mm,
265. 365. Oh God.
dang.
I I
One
I will not
pound per day of the year, huh?
I will not bench that without a spotter, and I don't think I can hit 365 quite yet. I can hit
That's fair.
220 or something like that.
And
But
and and safety is very important.
safety is very
Yeah.
important.
Like,
I also don't want to rip a pec, so
well, there's that.
that's gonna that's no that's I've seen that happen in
Ow.
people. Yeah, he was crying and he had to get evac off the carrier. Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah,
I
yep.
guess he didn't lift that day, bro.
He did lift that day. He lifted too much, and his tendon said, "Hey, your muscles and we're gonna see separate people."
Mm,
It had to break up. Yep, yep. Happy tendons, happy muscles. You know,
mm.
sometimes your tendons are like, "Hey, slow down." You listen to your tendons.
True.
You know, because your muscle's gonna grow, grow, grow. But if the tendon says, "Okay, yeah, slow down, or else I'm gonna snap," that's no good.
So
What am I looking for? I'm
it's
looking for
doing what
G.
God intended to do. Intended
That's
it
a,
to do.
that was half decent. Try for a joke.
Yeah, I kind of butchered the landing, but it wasn't a bad pun.
Yeah. Get a little bit of meat off the bone. I get it. Butchering stuff.
Yes. Just don't get lost in all the gristle.
Yeah. Okay.
Speak.
So
Have you ever had tripe? Mm.
tripe. I believe I have. That's fish, right? Sounds like a fish. Here we go.
Yeah. But triple tripe, it's also that like muscle stuff that you can have in tacos or in your pho.
Oh, okay.
It's real good. Yeah.
Interesting.
Delu says tripe shouldn't even be considered edible. Okay. But the first time I had in tacos it's okay. But I think it was when I had it in pho. It was good with all the tendons and all the different stuff and the oh yeah. The only thing in when I get pho, the only thing I don't want is the meatballs because I feel like those aren't straight from the animal. Yeah. Mhm. You know what? I might like haggis too.
Haggis 2, the sequel to Haggis.
Yeah, the collagen is good, Delu.
All right. What's that?
That looks like a Roman centurion waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny how the Tallgeese is like the quote base model for the rest of all of the other Gundam and or yeah that are made pretty much, and the
Wait,
base for the
are you telling me that Gundam Wing was thinking about the Roman Empire?
yes, I think they were. I think they were trying to make a statement about Zex's expression as well. But what I really want to say is how that is one of the best machines in the show universe, and the Leo, which is the grunt suit that it's based off, it is the worst thing that if you look at a Leo wrong, it explodes.
Yes, but here's the thing about the Leo.
Hmm.
First of all, it's dumbed down to hell.
Yeah,
Second of all, it's it put up a darn good fight with the Wing.
it did. We got Tuckerverse in the house. What's up,
Then
Tuckerverse?
again, Zex did yeah. Tucker versus here, Delu's here, Bud Bad Stern is here. Um, yeah, but yeah, Zex did pilot it when he was up against. He's like, "Are you sure you don't want to fly in the Aries? Because you're you're in
Yeah.
the air." It's like, no, I'm much more comfortable in the Leo.
Well,
And he goes out with the Leo with a parachute. It's just
well,
like, yep,
and you're not wrong. When an ace pilot pilots something well, it kind of changes everything.
it does.
It's like when
I
what
mean,
you know what
how
I'm
many
talking.
times did Char just piloted same character, right?
Hmm.
Char just piloted she just piloting just the Zaku 2. Just
Yeah,
straight up normal version Zaku 2.
it's true.
Darn right, it's true. I think I might do the arms and then finish off after this. We
That's
are
fair. You've been at it for a little while.
I've been at it for a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little late, but
I don't feel like it's gonna be one of those 2 hour streamers, or the 5 hour
no.
streamers.
And you can build an HG in 5 hours. I would say a
I
master
mean,
grade takes 7 or 8, depending.
yeah, freaking
Well, it could take less, but 6.
the MG last one I built only took 5 hours. It was
Yeah,
that one was a little different though. It was good though. I was happy. I was like, yay, it's big, it's nice, it's beautiful, it's a simple design. It looks amazing.
I want to build some of my um
All right.
the RE100 scale that kind of they brought back and then it fizzled, but they kind of brought it back and then it fizzled again because they don't do much with that. But the like the Jada Daga and Quest is a Jada Daga from whatever from Char's Counter Attack.
Counter attack, yeah.
Yeah, the Counter Attack.
The counter track. Um, all right. Is there any new Gundam news, or are we just
Like, I mean, I think there was some stuff with like there's a lot of Seed stuff coming out because they're having an anniversary now. I don't think.
oh, it's like a 20-year anniversary?
Yeah. So okay. So there's been some speculation because I don't know if you've seen it on the Gun Plus scale, and I feel like Ironcaster might have talked about it, but like right at the beginning of this year, there were these quote leaked, you know, pixelated versions of like this is what Bandai is gonna make, and there's an MG and an MG Extreme or whatever, Real Great Extreme, and all this stuff. It's like, and this is the same moment, like within a day or two before or after when they announced, okay, we're gonna have the narrative C packs, and we're gonna have the narrative um, uh, Sananju Stein, you know,
I
um,
liked narrative. I thought it was pretty cool.
it
It
was
wasn't the
decent.
best story, but it was good. I liked it.
Well, it's one of the I think the Gundam movies versus a Gundam show. The Gundam movie, like same thing with Char's counterattack. There's these action sequences, and you see clips of people interacting, but the timeline is kind of cut up, and all of a sudden you realize, oh, it's been 6 months to the scene we just saw. There was kind of this thing, and it doesn't really. You slowly get stuff kind of piecemeal together, but sometimes it doesn't flow like just a smooth transition like Hathaway's Flash did a little bit better on that one.
Yeah, I see a lot of people just hating for Hathaway's Flash, and I could see it. There was a
I
lot of
don't
questions without any answers.
Well, because it's a trilogy and they haven't gotten to the other parts yet, and that's
Yeah, I
annoying.
know. I know. I'm just like I'm just here, I understand that 100%, but I'm still
Hmm.
here all blue balled out. I'm like, okay, well,
Oh, I know, because there were some. What was it? That tan and red one, Methus or something. When that master or that high grade came out, it was like, man, I want that, and it took forever to get in stock. Like the not Mafty, but the Fetty ship that they had fighting him.
oh
Like
yeah.
that grunt was pretty cool.
I do like it when they have good grunts. Good
Hmm.
grunts make good stories. You know what
I
I mean?
like big grunts, and I cannot lie.
Err.
Yeah.
Yeah, cuz and that's why I like the Xeon side of things because, like, I mean, yeah, they have a lot of experimental like stuff and they go crazy bananas with that stuff, but like they're all grunts just using it. They're using it for the grunts, you know.
Uh,
The only thing
yeah.
that's more like for the aces is we call it the goose. You know, the goose are more your aces gonna fly those, but everything else like the Agos and you know, it's like
Apparently,
goose. And if it's like crazy specialty like the big Zam,
yeah. Like, yeah, you're right. Salty. This is my kink. Big grunts and big robots.
big robots that they're on the front line fighting the
Hmm.
damn fetties.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw them fetties.
Well, the thing about Hathaway's Flash is that they're kind of that organization. They're not Fetty. They're
Oh,
not Xeon. They're just trying to fight for the power. Fight the
for the
man.
power, fight the man.
Like, what was that in Girl and Lagan, the one that made the commercial breaks? Fight the power. You know what I'm talking?
Gurren Lagann. Oh my god, I haven't watched that in ages.
Yeah. But that it's like fight the power. It's like that like rap rock of the 90s.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh
That was kind of that time frame. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Salty. He says Punk. He remembers then in Dallas, and how much I would stop by the fan expo and some of the Gundam tables and the Zoids, and I was drooling over them.
Mm, yes,
Yeah, yeah. Snack says I need to start building on stream soon, and he's right. So
it's true. You need to start building with me, my good man.
yeah.
You come in with a great conversation, which is awesome. That's
Uh-huh.
okay. You 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 cover the chat pretty good, but you know I'll pop in and I'll cover the chat. How about that? You know, instead of just building, right? Because I get here and I'm running cold, and then Salty's like,
Yeah.
"You have a chat, Snacks." I'm like, I know. That I'm also
Well,
preoccupied with building. That's how
yeah.
that works. it's, it's not the most ideal, but it's what we got.
It's true.
It's what we got here.
Hmm.
We have building robots, big mix, really
Yeah.
cool big mix. Oops. Oh, that's just a piece of a runner. Yep.
You are helping, Salty. You are helping.
Yes, you are helping. I is helping. Yes, Salty, thank you. There we go.
Boy.
Yeah, helping, not jerking. Yeah, yeah.
Looking at the chat and how we went from spaghetti to wrestling.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Don't bring out Coach Murphy Monster, the Macho Man Minotaur. I'll tell you all about my wrestling escapades and champion shades and all that stuff.
Kind of belt is coach run around with.
Oh, he's the wrestling monster divisional final boss. I tell you what. He is
Wow,
the
that's impressive.
final boss. Yes, yes. He is. He is the WMD final boss.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yes. Not to be confused with weapons of mass destruction, but he
Okay.
can destroy you if he chooses to. I'll tell you what.
PMD, Puppets of Mass Destruction.
Oh no, he's a monster, so
Oh, okay, 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 okay. That's,
it's wrestling monsters. Right. It's the wrestling monster division. There we go.
right, right, right. So on a side note about, I know we talk about anime other places, but like, is it me or is it just the isekai genre are now like being way more self aware? They're being isekai'd, and it's like, oh yay, we're being isekai'd, and it's like the meta just develops each year. like
Hmm.
like some people are like, how did I get here? And other people, and sometimes now it's like, oh, I I wanted this to happen. How come I don't have my power yet? Or this isn't the power I wanted? Or oh, I can't wait for this. And it's just, yeah.
Yeah,
I was I was watching the wrong way to use healing magic the first couple episodes, and one of the
oh,
characters is
oh,
just
it's
like,
out now. It's out
yeah,
now. Where is it at now?
uh, I think I saw it on Crunchyroll and probably other places.
Okay, Crunchyroll.
Yeah,
Nice, nice, nice. I've been meaning to get up on that one because I read the manga and yeah.
I feel like you mentioned that, but no, I would so I had to call in sick, or not. I had to leave work on Thursday because I was coming down with a bug that everybody was getting. And I walked in okay, and all of a sudden I start sneezing, my eyes start watering, my nose starts running, and I was like, I just gotta go. And so it lasted till about Saturday midday.
Oh. Yeah, I remember you
So
said you were pretty sick.
yeah, that's why I wasn't on streams really at all this weekend. But I just caught up on a lot of anime, caught up on current season, went back and watched a little bit other stuff. But it's like, okay, we're 2 weeks into the season, so watching a couple episodes of each one to get a feel for it. Now there are a couple I watched like 5 minutes, and I was like, this is cheesy. I'm not really getting any sort of, this is pandering. I don't care. Like I'm just I'm gonna walk away because there's too many I like so far that there's probably gonna be a couple that I don't care about. So I'll drop it quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I get that how that is. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah. It's funny though, because like there's always the, hey, DJ Ronnie G, you have the link. You can get in here, can't you? If you want
I
to.
think he should. He's in the group.
Oh, I'm not even trying to hop on, but with my GMs, you can hop on if you want and
If you
banter with us.
wish. If you wish, you can hop in.
So,
You're
Big
good.
Dave K, I started watching Made in the Abyss. I think I watched one of the movies, but I don't know how it all connects. The movie connects with the show,
Yeah,
or if it's like,
I've been slowly crunching on Made in Abyss. That sounds good. It's very interesting. I like the world and the lore of it. It's a
yeah.
decent it's a decent like thing. It's great. I like it.
Was was the movie just an abbreviation of the show, or is
Essentially. Yeah, essentially
okay?
the movies are like it's slimmed down, so it's
Because
like it's like the theatrical version opposed to like
okay,
the
okay, I like
director's
what they
cut,
did with the Gundam stuff too. Because what
Oh
was
yeah, that's a good way to explain it. Yeah.
so I remember somebody in the anime chat as I cross over, not really, but it's talking about how High Dive they'll have different seasons, but they are not really connected. So you could have Made in the Abyss 2 or 3 seasons, but they're all just at different points, and they don't really show up as in a linear order the way that Crunchyroll and some other services do. So you have to figure out how to start, and then all of a sudden they have different series, but then they have movies, and it's like they've only been out for a couple of years. So where did all this stuff come from?
Yeah. I kind of like Crunchyroll, but it's very disorganized, I find.
Yeah, High Dive is not much better, but they both have
High
their
Dive is
purpose.
not much better. Yeah. Yeah, I think
Um,
High Dive is almost a little worse sometimes, but
I concur, but they also have things that Crunchyroll does not have.
and it's all
So
about the money.
Oh yeah,
Money,
and
money,
which studio goes
money.
to which person, right? So, um,
They throw lots of money at the Japanese businessman, and the Japanese businessman says, "Okay."
yeah, because there's a few studios that are definitely only go through High Dive and vice versa.
Yeah.
Why are we buying pills in bulk? Is somebody hanging out with Freddy tonight?
Pills in bulk, huh? Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to follow the chat, but they're going crazy, so I'm not trying that hard.
What kind of pills are doing, huh? Popping
Apparently,
pills in my chat? My goodness.
black and white and red all over.
Black, white, and red all over.
It's a newspaper pill.
Ah.
See what it did
Okay.
there?
I don't know. Sorry, that was just a natural reaction of
No, it's
like,
this. See, this is
what
why
is
it's fun when some like when you and Ronnie were building, and I was just kind of talking. You get in this zone, and like you're there, but you're not there because you're focused. All of a sudden, you're just kind of saying random stuff, and it's like I know you're kind of hearing the conversation, but I understand exactly where you are mentally. So,
also it was a little confusing, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to get this together and uh you were
like I said, I'm just skimming over the chat
I
and
got you.
intentionally not trying to follow everything they say. I'm just trying to catch the highlights. That's all.
Highlights, yes.
Yeah, highlight reel.
Yes, yes, the sober lights sometimes, but mostly the
Mhm.
highlights.
So here's the thing. Um, Sometimes, especially over Christmas or the holidays, you'll get liquor bottles with
Christmas,
different little
Christmas.
random things that come with them,
Hmm.
like
Or
Cheetos.
sometimes little snackies from
Oh yeah,
Japan.
yeah.
I
Those,
don't know what
yeah,
this one is, but it looks interesting. And we got this one. It's got the family Spy
the
X
Spy
Family
Family.
on it. Ooh, Spy X
I,
Family. Actually,
I'm
let me do a little snack review.
okay. I mean, the segue could have been better, but I like it.
Hmm. Well, this was from my brother. So,
Yeah, I remember the stream.
oh no, that was last year's birthday gift. Um,
Oh, okay.
this one was from Christmas. So,
Oh, okay.
and it was like for the whole family. So everyone got a little goodie bag, you know,
That's cool.
little stocking stuffer,
Cool.
and it's pink and it looks interesting.
Yeah, it looks kind of
Hmm. It's a hard candy.
Warheadish. Yes, it looks kind of like a. Do you remember? Did Warheads have them that or
Hmm.
sour sprees? Were but they were like the chewy kinds in a roll like sweet tarts.
I think they had two forms. I think they had a chewy one and a sucker kind, hard candy.
Because that one looked like the ones that I remember going to Sam's and buying the big boxes of. And awesome one. I'm a penguin. I don't know how a punkwaddle penguin is a turkey sandwich.
Hmm.
I'm
Well, don't say turkey sandwich out loud.
that's true.
We'll, we'll get
Toxic
Tommy
man
in here.
Toxic man flu did turn my head into the olive on a nice cold cut sandwich.
Mm, yeah, cold cut.
So you know how last year I didn't do many, but I had the hot takes from the Ice House.
Hmm.
I need to do that again, but I also think I should get people who like to, make chefs or people who like to make food and call it cold cuts from the Ice House, and we can talk about sandwiches, but then they can talk about hot food too. But we can talk about their favorite sandwiches and things like that, and I think it would be funny.
I do know a thing or two about cooking.
Yeah, I mean, thought had crossed my mind that you might be a good person to put on there.
Right.
Also, if I'm gonna play around with the idea of a ice house bar and grill, having people talk about foods they like wouldn't be a bad idea too.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah. I like bacon.
Bacon is good. It's one of my
I don't.
favorites.
I don't
I
know if they're
prefer that over prosciutto. A lot of people are like, I like prosciutto. I'm like, yeah, I'd rather have bacon.
like okay. So here's the thing: prosciutto is a nice. Is it raw or is it just like the hard meat stuff?
It's cured,
Cured.
so
Oh,
it's not raw.
oh,
Once
we have
once you
a
smoke, or smoking is a form of curing. So
mm,
you either smoke, you salt, or you do both. Mm.
we have a parasciutto in the private chat too.
Oh, we do. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I see him. I didn't notice, but I do see him now. And
Oh,
What
the
is this?
Inception.
What is prosciutto? Prosciutto? I'm sorry. I know about prosciutto or prosciutta, but I don't know about this prosciutto.
The Inception's real.
the
Oh no, it's just gonna keep going and going and going.
yep,
Oh,
that is
I
how it's
thought
gonna
my
go.
desk was Snacks's desk.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Like I'm experimenting with some dim lighting to get people in the mood here.
So,
So
okay, that's
People
a
in
good
a
question.
mood. Yeah.
When you're building and cutting stuff out, what kind of lighting do you use, or what do you prefer to use?
who's first?
I like light that I can see.
Okay,
Just like how when I'm cooking, I need something to see.
but like, and this also
Well,
broadens out to like tonal qualities. Do you need like that blue
oh,
fluorescent? Do you like a warmer light,
well.
incandescent? Um,
Typically, if I'm like in a happy, wakeful mood, and like I like to have like really bright light. So I bought these two freaking umbrella ass looking lights, and
mhm,
I can get it bright like a nuclear flash.
Yeah, it's
But
like the
sweet.
backside of the umbrella.
yeah, well, these are the translucent ones, but
Mhm.
backside. So it's the front side still, but anyway. So today I'm using this disc,
So it's
disc
not the
shaped.
oh, it's the penis end. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, correct. That's right. So today you can see this. I'm using this one today, but typically I have this ring light, but I broke my ring light. It used to like
Okay.
wrap. So the camera that you're looking at here
Uh
used to have
huh.
a ring light around it.
Well,
So
I
I broke
remember the
that.
ring light.
Yeah, I wrecked it. Well, I didn't wreck it, but I could probably fix it. But I decided I didn't like it anyway because every time I put something shiny, like so, these Creo markers. In fact, I'll turn on the ring light right now and I'll show you the problem.
Real quick, I
Um,
want to say hi to Brandon, the anime guy, who's just stopping to say hey in the chat. Gonna go hang
Oh,
out with his daughter. So,
okay.
heard you had a good gaming stream with the Matt
Nice.
Cave. So, thanks for dropping
He
in.
doesn't
oh,
want to stop here.
oh,
Why? Why does
You're,
he
hey
want to
guys.
hang out with us?
hey man, you got the link. Come on in.
But do you have the
No.
Zelda?
We gotta hang out with your daughter, dude. That's more important. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
but
man.
yeah, I was just being silly. We'll
Yeah,
talk. We'll hang out later.
yeah.
Word. Enjoy, Brandon. I wish I was Brandon's daughter.
Yeah, right.
I just like the gotta be the coolest dad to have. So this ring light you can see reflecting off the bottle plastic box here. So it's super annoying when I want to show you like my Lord of the Rings 4K Blu-rays. It's like
Yeah.
ring light, like right there. It's like great. Now we got the freaking Eye of Saruman or Saruman. I mixed them up. But yeah,
Yeah.
So anyway,
I have
today I
Mom.
decided to change it up. I wanted some peaceful lighting, so I took my disco light, or whatever this thing here, this flat light.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it ties up an entire mic stand until I can find a better way to mount it, this is perfect. And so now, lastly, the tonal quality. I personally enjoy the warmer color temperature, which would be in the range of 2700K to 3000K Kelvin. That's like literally, if you buy light bulbs, that would be like what it says on the
Yeah.
box. But lately I've been mixing the cool and warm like mode because usually a lot of I noticed the LEDs like they'll have a button, so it'll be like let's see, mode. So
Yep.
like that's like mixed, that's cool, that's
Yeah.
warm. But you notice the camera automatically tries to compensate. So let me turn off the white balance and we should get a
Right.
better, more accurate. There we go. Okay, good. So
Yeah. No,
here,
I know exactly what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. Switch off Whitey.
There we go. So this is like more or less. This is exaggerated warmth. So I'm going to try to give you like real world color temperatures by making a dial adjust.
Bob Ross is under the
So
panel.
there we go. So like this is approximately the real color. Oh, okay. So there, that's a yeah, sure, why not? So anyway, now if I hit the M button,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it cools down, then it gets ice cold. So a lot of people don't like this. Also, certain LEDs will give you like a flicker that you can barely perceive, but it'll
Yeah,
make
I know
people
exactly
hit it.
what you mean.
Yep. So
I know.
basically, bottom line is I like the warm, but lately I've been doing the mixed warm and cool because I don't know, it just seems to
No,
give you better color rendition.
I think so too. Because Snacks. I don't know. You want to answer before I answer?
What's
Hmm.
up? What's
I said,
that?
do you want to answer your lighting source
Nah,
before I
fuck that.
answer? Okay. Well, here's the thing. One of my secrets was when I started building, I was in an above a garage apartment and it had windows on all sides, and it was out in the country, so like when it was bright, it was perfect. I had light sources from pretty much almost a full 360, at least 180 or 280. So when it was, I would just, and this is when I used to travel a lot. So when I was back in town, I'd just have not much to do, and I'd just sit there and put some Gundam on the TV and build my models. And so
That's cool.
it's, and then when I moved again, I would kind of set up in the sunroom, which also has big open, windows. So like building at night is harder for me because I feel like I'm not getting a full range, or really, if I have one light source, I'm not seeing
Yeah.
all the things when I'm trying to sand it down. And so I feel like
You need a light that'll cast
So it seems you like
around.
to have like full bodied lighting, but you also like to have that real like daylight tonal quality because you're describing like, if I understand correctly, outdoor light. Is that correct?
yeah, I
So
do.
yeah, so you're getting full. I don't know if that counts. So I noticed like they sell these lights that they'll say this is full spectrum lighting, but it looks a
Uh-huh.
bit like whiter or bluer than the actual sun. Like it doesn't feel like a warm sunny day. But
Hmm.
I'd say you would do well with a reptile light. I don't know. I'm making that up.
Okay, start to Google
Especially
that.
the reptiles that are on the spectrum. Yes,
I
That's
mean,
true.
what is Gator uses a reptile light, right?
he's definitely on the
Probably.
spectrum. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. So,
So this my painted GM shield right here.
oh yeah.
I used a matte transparent coating. Yeah, all Gundam markers, right? But I
Hmm.
used a matte coating on because they have these transparent coats. So this is the metallic paint that's poorly mixed, and I did multiple layers, so it did come out a bit messy. But I'm just gonna like live with it. Let's get that
Yeah.
focus. Because I've learned don't be like a fascist about this is a gold metallic marker, which I gotta be honest about the gun tank. I think the yellow metallic is more authentic, but like the gold looks
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
And then on the back, I
the
did this like,
metallic Gundam markers are really really fun.
mm-hmm. So I accidentally bought one that's like does actual
If it's
metal.
yellow
Like,
and you can replace it into like a dirty gold, like
Yeah,
do that. Do the
every
dirty
time.
gold. It looks better.
that's an interesting idea for sure.
You know. And if it's white and you can like weather it down from like it's a little bit of braise, a little bit of blues, and then hit it with the white,
Hmm.
it just to like off white that son of a bee out, and it'll look like it's been going supersonic, you know what I mean? It'll look like it done a couple sorties.
I get
Yeah.
that like that windswept look. You get that like grittiness, but
You don't want it too clean. You want it to look a little, just a little bit on a little bit of the grit on the grime.
yeah. I mean, like, so I my Victory Gundam, I'm gonna try to keep it clean. Although sometimes I make mistakes that dirty it, but
Yeah.
essentially I have to fix the arm that I ripped in half. Which luckily I have a solution to that. I'm very excited. You saw the solution, Punk Waddle. I basically followed some instructions on Reddit, and I had a loose joint on my Victory Gundam,
Yeah.
and I put freaking like cyanolite glue or whatever the crap is called, crazy glue, and the joint seized up. Big surprise. And so I thought I could just forcibly twist it, but instead I twisted the peg
Hmm.
apart. So my idea was to use a pin vise or drill to drill a hole in the middle of the seized peg and shove a brass rod, such as this one here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was successful. I sent Pongwato a video of this, and it's like you have basically. I took the runners and I took 2 pieces of runners, and I attached them using a brass rod. And I showed that I could do the twisting motion because it's really
Right.
important that the Victory Gundam can, have its arm move like that. Because that's how
That's
you
very
get it.
important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
otherwise they can't have the proper core fighter configurations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it needs the proper core fighter configuration.
And I don't know if you saw it, Ronnie, but Salty said that it's beautiful work on that shield.
Oh, I thank
Ah.
you.
Yes,
Thank you, Salty. I appreciate it.
It is really cool.
Yeah,
it's good to get a
that
little
one
paint on there.
is one of the
I,
slightly better ones.
So okay, here's a quick question, and I know you guys have only built so much, but is there a line of Gundam that you like building better? Like say, like a Century. Like okay, so
Universal Century is the only and the best.
okay, fair enough. But I mean,
But
like,
jokes aside, I am very myopic, I'll admit, or very narrow-minded, closed-minded. But I'll hear you out.
because I mean, like, okay, so you had the Iron-Blooded Orphan lines. It has some issues with the shoulders and the polycaps, but they're very basic frames with a quote inner frame and little armor on top. And they're quicker to build, but they're pretty fun. And it kind of feels like mass building because all their inner frames are very similar. So you kind of get a niche, the hang of it.
Yeah.
But like, so I haven't built any of the Witcher. I have a few Witcher Mercury, but like it seems like with every show and every line, there's a new tooling method or a new style they're trying to work on.
Yeah.
Like with the
I wouldn't
Moon
know.
Gundam that use no polycaps. I really like the Origin line that's been out for a while. Those are really fun and they go together very well.
Yo, those are nice. Yeah.
There we go.
I had forgotten that I pre-ordered the GM with missile pods,
Nice.
which has the
Missile pods
shoulder.
are fun.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's definitely, if you look at the picture of it, it's definitely one of those army building ones. Buy a few, build some grunts, because you get the missile pods, you get a backpack that looks a whole lot like the RX-78, but has a shoulder, or the backpack, the gun on the left side, or you can do missile pods, or you can do the
There we go.
yeah. So it gives you hard points. It's definitely an army builder type kit, and it's very much styled after the Sleggers GM from
Ooh,
the whatever Cuckoo Ron's Island, or
yeah.
how come I can't?
I know the
Doze
movie you're talking
Island?
about.
I didn't see that yet.
Dozel's Island.
Dozel? Is it Don or Dozel? Is
I think
Dozel is Dozel Zabi. Don is the guy with the kids in the island.
Yeah, it's Doan, I guess. Yeah.
Dolan's
I think-
yeah. I want to see that because the kits that came out and some of the Zakus and stuff look really fun, and they're all being made in the Origin style line, so that's also very appealing.
Hey, it's Gundam. There's
Oh, yeah.
there's war happening. There's terrible things happening. Also, the kids are on the ship. Hey!
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they're refugees.
Yeah, they're
And the kids can
I-
pilot this really advanced machine, but none of the adults can.
the older can't. The older kids can. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Not
Newer
like the
plastic.
5 and 4-year-old kids. They cry in the sick bay when the battling happens. Like,
That's
it's
true.
like, calm down, it's okay, we'll be all right. Amuro will save us.
it's a jobs program for Frabel.
That's true.
That was her only job. Hey, make sure the kids don't freaking run around and destroy things, which they end up doing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Yeah, she was kind of useless, but hey, sometimes.
I mean, she was like a sort of a dose of sanity, a reminder of home for Amuro.
Yeah.
And Everybody needs to be grounded somehow, right?
I don't know. I was more of a Sally Mass girl guy myself, you know.
Oh yeah, good God! I mean, she's
She's a frickin' princess. Wow.
yeah.
A, s- a Xeon princess.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something. She is Site 3 royalty. And we never knew what happened to her after that.
Well, Sayla, you do see her in Double Zeta Gundam, and basically, remember, Shaw gave her a shit ton of gold, and she decided to get away from the whole war thing. I literally read about this today. It's funny, but I did watch
Okay.
Double Zeta. I
Okay.
seriously watched Double Zeta as well and enjoyed it tremendously, surprisingly. But
Yeah, Zeta's great. Double
Zeta.
Zeta's
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even finish Zeta. I watched the new translation, but I didn't watch. I really should. Do you think if I watch a new translation, do you think I should still buck down and watch all of Zeta in its own entirety?
Well, I haven't watched the movie.
there are
Yeah.
parts where it's
Yeah.
a bit of a chore to get through.
Yeah.
Zeta. Yeah, like unlike Gundam, Gundam's great to get through. I love
Yep.
getting through Gundam.
It's just
go straight, yeah.
great pacing, yeah.
Great pacing. Zeta is, there's like factional and there's like a whole bunch of like they try to dip into like politics and shit, and
Yeah.
that's like it's great, but it's also a little draggy, and then it pays off in a bit because we get the gang acting like freaking Top Gun freaking studs, but it does take a while to get there.
So maybe I'll buck down one of these days because I have a choice: start watching Witch from Mercury, rewatch something I've watched a few times over, or watch Zeta in its entirety, which I've never completed.
Yeah, and the thing is,
Wish
and
from
we've talked
Mercury is okay. I did
exactly.
say it was a C minus.
I-
It passes. It passes, but it's a C minus.
How
You
does
know
it
what I
I
mean?
want
stack
to
up
finish it.
Mhm.
I need
It's
to
almost
finish
a D. It's almost a D.
just to see the mechs in, because the mech battles were pretty good. The story
Yeah.
was meh, but I need to finish it to watch all the mech battles and how these models that I actually think are kind of cool, how they actually interacted.
Yeah. And I do like Mama Char. Mama Char clone is amazing.
Yeah.
You got a shorty to Joy Mask too.
Yes.
Yes.
I love it.
That's why we call her Mama Char clone, because
Wait.
she is very calculative. She has always like 10 steps ahead. She has alternative motives against the system itself.
Yep.
It's like everything screams Char clone, and
It-
the cherry on top is yes, she has a mask.
and it's kind of like, well, Japan was ahead of its time because maybe not ahead of its time. It's not it's not a swap for swap's sake. Like you can understand why Ariel, why what's her name, Soletta would
Yeah, Suletta is the main character.
right. Soletta would be grafted to her mother, and it kind of the way it plays out as a kid in high school. Definitely find out later that how the mom is using her even as things and for her end game and letting her kid follow her dreams, but also being used and utilized by her mom's end game goals. And it's like,
and all the funnels having like,
oh dear
like,
God, that one
built-in
broke.
AI, but the AI is not AI. It's literally like Ghost in the Shell, but instead of
Yes.
being in a shell, you're in a
no.
funnel.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. Oh yes, it's that bad.
Because
and I'm like, holy crap, Mama Charcoal
well,
is the
'cause, okay,
diabolical. See
so
you next Tuesday. Wow.
I told you about the cataract, that one guy I follow for Gundam news and stuff, right?
Yeah. He's a good
He
guy.
did
I
he
catch
did
up every once in a while when I'm out of the loop. I want to catch up.
Yeah.
I tune into him.
So he did a video towards the middle of season 1 about or right like 7 or 8 or something. Basically, he's talking about how these funnels. There's some theories, and
Yeah,
this
and the
could go
theories were going
really
around. So
dark, huh?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It was really dark, and it ended up being, which I was
yeah.
like, yes.
Yeah, when I finally watched the episode, because it kind of got spoiled for me because it took me a while to get there. But when I just saw the way she explained it, I was like, "Holy crap!" Because when somebody was like the theory of okay, well, Soletta was how old in the prequel? There was Ariel,
Yeah,
and there
the
was,
ages don't match.
but
The
the
ages
ages match for Ariel being Ariel.
the
I
ages
was like,
match for Ariel. Yes.
oh, big sister. Oh, I've
And she
always
says
grown up with
hello
her
everyone when she's in the freaking
all the
um
time. Yeah, all the things are there. Just by
hello
the time.
everyone. It's like the little drops here and there, and it's just
Hmm.
and once the the eureka epiphany happens, you're like,
Well,
oh, that's what this is all about.
well,
Oh,
she's
that's
such
what this
a
is all about.
but she's such a happy-go-lucky. She wants to please people. She
She's
wants to make her
she's the
mom
epitome of
happy.
yeah. She gets really sad and depressed when she's not useful. You
And
know.
so it's like her saying, "Oh, hi everybody," just sounds like a Dora the Explorer just saying hi to all the inanimate objects until you realize, oh, the way okay, now I have to go back and look at it because the way they wrote her, she just seems happenstance when everything is very more intentional, and it was really well done. It just blindsides you when it was in plain sight.
Hola,
Sorry for
do you want to
spoiling.
drop the colony? Drop the colony.
Yeah, swipe or no swiping, drop or no dropping. Side 7. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Do you see the mobile armor?
Mhm.
It's got a cloaking thing. That's the was there any cloaking in Gundam?
Uh,
Only Gundam Seed.
yeah, I was gonna say Seed, and then some of the Astray side stories.
Yeah.
That was more of a thing.
I kind of like how they don't play too much with cloaking.
Yeah.
Like there is electronical warfare, which is awesome. That's great to
Mhm.
have. Like the Minovsky particles and all that stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, not too much with like visual cloaking. Which
Hmm.
if you can read it, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
in jet battles like nowadays. First one who sees is the first one who wins, you know? So
Mhm.
it's like who wins? The person with better avionics. So it's like Gen 5 fighters have advantage over previous generations because they don't need visual scanning. So that was Gen 1. So like all the biplanes and stuff like that. And then the Gen 2 it had indicators of stuff, not entirely radar and stuff like that. And then they got picked up more and more with the avionics, which is avionics is what makes airplanes, jet fighters, so darn expensive.
Mm.
You take
Avionics.
something, yeah, avionic. Well, a question, dumb question. Well, I don't know if it's dumb actually, but avionics and the term of fly-by-wire. So, a fly-by-wire
Mhm.
system is what takes something like an F-16, an inherently unstable airframe or design, I guess,
Mhm.
and it allows it to become highly maneuverable. And of course, like whether it's like a stealth fighter, a stealth bomber,
Yeah.
essentially it'll issue commands to the flaps automatically to keep it flying straight. Just to keep it flying straight. Like if a human was controlling, they'd be. It's like you ever fly the Dodo in GTA 3?
No.
Oh well, if you ever do, it's really like you have to be like your own fly-by-wire system. So when you fly the Dodo in GTA 3, you gotta like literally like just to fly straight, you gotta be doing this all the time. And then if
Mm.
you like start drifting, because the minute you turn left, like a normal left, the thing immediately does a barrel roll and like starts to crash.
Yeah.
And so if I want to make a left turn, I have to basically hit left like this and then immediately pull right like that. Like, and basically you're countering it. So a fly-by-wire does that. So is that the same thing as avionics, or avionics more focused on just like informational awareness, like telling you
It's
things?
it's informational awareness essentially. That's it.
Okay.
That's your radar system. That's your that's your mid system, which is multi informational data transfer
Mm-hmm.
systems. So, and that's all your lightning and flare pods.
I see.
So let's say you and your wingman. So let's just say
Punk Waddle. I would totally have Punk Waddle
Punk
as my
Waddle.
wingman.
Punk Waddle. Okay.
Well, you
So-
know, it makes sense.
Okay, and I'm down in the ground, right?
Okay.
And I'm calling out for an airstrike for this target right here. So you're
Mhm.
going, right? And Punk Waddle is right here, and you have no bombs left. You
Mhm.
you already dropped a whole bunch of bombs. You got a whole bunch of targets killed. But Punk
Mhm.
Waddle's he's got 2 bombs. He's got 2
Mhm.
bombs. But you have eyes on the target. So what
Ah,
you do is you focus your targeting system to
Yep.
look at it, to lay it, so it's lazed out, and
Mhm.
your avionics is going. This is friendly avionics. So also that's recognition is phone
Yep.
friend recognizers. That's also avionics.
Makes
It
sense.
spits off to Punk Waddle, and Punk Waddle he doesn't need to do anything but drop the bomb.
And then the bomb would
Because you
guide
targeted
itself.
up for him, and he
Yep.
just has to like, okay, I'm using your systems now, your information. I'm putting it into my weapons data computer, which reads all the stuff to the systems, so the bombs know where to go, how to drop it, and it gets all laid up, and it drops, and boom, you hit the target. Congratulations, guys.
And you
Teamwork.
see that in movies a lot, right? Like
And
they're
Yeah.
just they've
and
got the little.
Well, it doesn't get
paint
explained that well, but that's kind of how that works.
well, I remember learning about the M1A1 Abrams tanks, and that if you have one guy who can see over the hill and you have another guy behind the hill, they're able to link each other's, like you said, whatever you call it, their combat systems or their sensors and whatnot. So essentially,
Yeah, multi informational
And
so
good
it's
night,
Punk
transfer.
Waddle.
good night, Lisa
Word.
Seacrest.
Yep.
Oh, good night. Yeah. So it'll work. Same thing with planes. You can work with tanks, and
I see. He's like,
as
oh, for
long
some
as you,
reason it seems easy to conceptualize with tanks, because it's even cool about tanks is you're often maybe shooting artillery, or shooting around, whereas with a plane, the bomb would presumably have like what, something like flaps that would like direct, I guess, like
Mhm.
allow it to like glide down in a directed manner.
well, essentially you're targeting a certain uh, coordinates that are locked into a GPS system, right?
Yeah.
So your plane has a GPS system. So what we're doing is we're reading what your target is. That GPS that pretty much like Google Maps, like you pretty much like put your cursor and you
Yeah.
poke, you just clicked on it right there, and there's your thing on the map, and that GPS like coordinates, essentially it's just coordinates. Yeah, that goes to you, and then you share it to Punk Waddle, and Punk Waddle has it now, and he uses it.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can do that with tanks. Tanks, same thing. You're in a different spot because you're obviously 2 different vehicles. But the foreign target, which is that 3rd spot,
Dalu.
So
Dalu is leaving us.
Dalu is leaving us. Yeah, it's getting a little late. I'm probably gonna hopefully snap these arms somewhat together.
I'm gonna snap these arms off like I did with my. In fact, I'm gonna show you guys my. I'm gonna show you guys the what is it, the massacre of my victory gunless arm.
Oh, let's see that gun tank that you have, if you have it
Oh,
out.
so about that. So it's not so much that like there's anything wrong. I could reassemble it in 3 seconds. I did a bunch of cleanup and touch up
Oh, I
work on
gotcha.
it. The problem
Yeah.
is the main body of the tank may have fallen between the garbage next to me or the. Or it
I
may
will
have
not
fallen
laugh
between-
because I have been in that situation.
Yeah, I laugh because I've been in that situation. It's
Or it may
sad.
have fallen between my desk and the wall, and like I tried stirring up the rat's nest like 4 times, and I'd have to
It
do
is.
probably.
It is
I-
not in the garbage, but it's right next to the garbage.
And like I don't have to move all this crap to find it, but I do want to find it. It's just that like I want to do it like when I didn't sleep 3 hours on a work night. I'm off tomorrow, thank goodness. So I'll do it tomorrow. But like
good.
I tried putting my hand in the area and I didn't feel for it. I mean I could try again, I guess. But I would love to show you. I really would because I used the bottom to test out the different like markers. So like because nobody looks at the bottom, I said, well, let's see what metallic blue or metallic silver looks like on the blue bottom. I'm gonna try to give my desk a reach around.
Look at that. He gets the desk a reach around. It's always great to have Ronnie G here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he just talks and talks and talks and doesn't shut up. But he always says something odd, and you don't want him to talk anymore, but you have to because you're curious of what he just said.
So what you're saying is
What did
DJ
you just
Running
say,
G
Johnny?
is kind of like in this, because you're focused on building right now. So
Yeah.
on this stream, he's taking Gator's role while you're not.
Maybe.
I feel like
That's not
there's
possible.
some.
I am a little more straight man than the screwball that Gator usually is.
I feel like you're saying that you respect DJ Ronnie G for what he brings to the table, although I don't know if you said it that way.
No, I did not, but yeah, I do. I do respect him for what he brings to the table. I mean, it may not be edible, but it is something to the table.
Well, we don't have to eat every table.
No, we don't. What the heck is he doing? He's just smashing
He's looking
things
for the trash.
This is Smash. DJ Johnny G. DJ Smash. DJ Smash again.
D smash. So this is my Saltbuster Victory Gundam, and it's got like a beam rifle and a spray gun. But the Kakara damn it, that guy from Canada who does great Gundam videos, he did a review of this, and what he pointed
he's
out
Canadian?
was a major, I think he's Canadian. I could be wrong.
He's like French Canadian or something.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
so I don't know if that's better or worse.
I
No,
have
okay, he's
to
a great guy. So
Stop looking for him
basically,
now. I
so
got
the attachment point is like awful. It's like this horizontal black bar that you can barely see. It's like a T-shaped bar, and you can sort of see it here. It's like a peg. So it's like it's not actually like the Victory Gundam. Like even my high grade Victory Gundam is more accurate. So
Okay.
I'm reluctant to put that one together anytime soon because it's like, I mean, I will put it together somewhat soon, but it's just like, it feels so dissatisfying to like have it assembled and note as like this major thing. But I want to show you guys because I can't find the gun tank's body. So briefly, I'll show you what I did wrong to my Victory Gundam. And I think I left the piece in my backpack, so I can't show you the piece I showed Punk Waddle. But essentially, there's an arm. I have an arm. I have two arms personally, but
I have two arms personally. Yes, thanks, Ronnie.
So normally it's like this rotates. This rotates like this. It's got that like rotating point here. You can see that's working fine. So that's cool. But on the other side, this area was like very loose. It was just like very loose. It was like it always looked off. So I was like, I need to do something about it. So it's like, oh, you might be afraid to put crazy glue in it, but it's totally fine. So I listened to some guy on Reddit, and I did that. But after I did it, I thought that, well, it's still moving freely, and it only takes like, 5-10 minutes for the glue to dry. But it turned out that when I let it set overnight, it baked in. So you got the peg inside this like socket here, and that thing wasn't moving. So I thought I could forcibly get it to just start moving. but instead I tore the two pieces apart, and apparently there's glue on both sides. So this is what I was showing you, where I drilled a hole in the middle of actually a narrower peg. So I took a narrower piece of plastic from a runner, and I drilled a hole through two of them, and I was able to attach them using a brass rod. So I'm going to use the same technique. I didn't do it yet because I want to make sure I do it right, but I'm going to use the same exact technique to basically join
that's what
this
you were
together
showing
like
me the
that.
other day.
Yeah, and then this will get me to sand it down, but I'm not rushing into it, but I'm very confident, or I'm pretty confident, like I know what I need to do. Unfortunately, I did a couple of ugly things to the arm, but a couple of them are easy to jury rig, and a couple of them are like, but that one is the one that like is like really vital to complete it, you know. But it's a little disappointing. I mean, you know, I might see like one of those websites that sell spare parts has parts, but I'm not counting on it. But otherwise, the thing is so beautiful. I mean, like, it's a shame that I had to snap that arm, because if I didn't snap the arm, I would be able to move on to decals and water slides. As you can see, I did do some paint work on the this, and I only took it off because, you know, I wanted to, like, you know, be able to make sure I put the clear coat. But you can see, like, there's like a piece of armor that goes here like that, and I gave it like, when it's in, it's like you know, it's like normally you're supposed to put a sticker here. And I decided that I didn't want to put a sticker on a circular bit, so I painted it, and I'm okay with this, you know. It actually goes under this plate, so this rough area would actually get covered by this armored plate here. But overall, it's all together. But that's the nose from the Core Fighter. Like, it does all the things it's supposed to do. It turns into a Core Fighter. You could have the hangers or the legs or the boots. So anyway, bottom line is, yeah, that's the part I need the effective repairs on. I'll do that at some point. But as for the gun tank, yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll find the friggin' body of the gun tank under my desk, because it's all good. Like, I mean, like, so remember I messed up on the head?
Yeah.
Well, the head basically behaves. If I press down on it like this,
it behaves.
It's fine, right? But I was thinking about gluing it down. But the problem is that when you look at the manual, there's actually like this much of a gap. You'll actually see like that they paint the blue area down here that's partially painted. In the manual, in the book, it's painted. And so you see like a white square-shaped neck on all four sides. And so that's why I was reluctant to I was going to take the cement and just melt it down like that and call it a day. But I'm like, it's not entirely faithful to the booklet. So I'm thinking I better just like maybe instead cut some tiny strips of plastic and stuff them in there and then glue them into place, because I don't want this thing, like, I don't want to like touch it the wrong way and have this happen. You know, I want this head to like stay exactly the way it's supposed to stay. So I have a strategy for that. But in the meantime, I was like rechecking everything, and I decided to add a coat of blue marker to it, even though that's like always a pain in the ass. And I'm okay with this. Like, I'm not expecting better, you know, like, it's like whatever, I'm not going to redo it, you know. But it's better because like the plastic had this swirl pad in there that was driving me insane. And then, as you remember, the tracks, I did some weathering to them. Let's see, I got a tank track back here somewhere. Here we go. So basically, I took a dump on it. I mean, I took a Q-tip to the toilet and I smeared it on. And so that's how we got that like rust coloration there.
Because you took a dump on it. That's how you get the rust color. Got it.
And I want to say good night.
I've been doing. My patina's been all wrong.
Well, you know, it's like it's true battle damage.
It's not a shit stain. It's rust color.
No, I'm saying it. No. Jokes aside, I want to say goodnight to the David Glenn, who has said, "See you all tomorrow night."
Hey, thanks for popping in and you know, modding all the streams on the internet.
All of them on the internet.
He is the watcher. He was the modder. He is the modder at the gates.
Word. He's better than Saruman. So like, you see, I took some silver metallic Gundam marker and I put it on just the inside and on this little ring area. So I didn't color the entire, you know, whatever you call these things. Just like did little detailing, you know. And one thing I learned was like when we look at the front of the gun tank, do I have that part? Maybe I don't have that. Oh, here we are. So at the bottom of the gun tank, you have yellow and then you have yellow. But I painted this yellow gold. And to be honest, for the chest armor, when it's yellow with a black line written in the middle, it's definitely more accurate to the cartoon. But I'm not really bent out of shape. I do like the gold despite that, but just if you're looking for like being absolutely faithful to the animated series, then yeah, yellow would be the more accurate one. And
Nice.
that's all I gotta say about my gun tank. But right now, I'm gonna give it a little bit of love because I forgot to put the black line on this chest armor piece. So we're gonna do that right now, and hopefully I don't mess up. Because if you miss, you can't wipe it off.
There you go. Okay, so that piece, and then 8. That
There
should
we
be right
go.
here.
Look at that,
Nice.
a nice crisp black line right there.
Nice.
And I was thinking about putting clear coat, but I don't think you should put clear coats on metallic markers. That's kind of questionable.
Yeah.
But you can put clear coats on like the regular ones. Yeah, there we go. So obviously, I should probably do the like lines here too. Yeah, let's do it right now. Yeah.
That tall goose is coming along pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you, Punkwater, if you were flying a plane in World War One, they would sometimes jump out the side and use their parachute. But as a penguin, do you think like you could like I know you can't fly, but do you think you could maybe like fall with style or arrest your descent using your flipper wings?
Paratrooper Waddle.
Yeah.
I think I'd still need the parachute or I'd go splat. I think that's the moral of this. That's just straight to the point, right?
Maybe, but if you're over water, maybe you could do like an aerodynamic dive thing, because you could just point your nose down. So actually, you wouldn't go splat if you were over a body of water of sufficient depth.
Depends.
But if it's a land battle, yeah, you might be screwed.
Yeah.
I don't normally pre-paint on the runners, but this one, since we know that the little nibs are going to be inside the shield, I did pre-paint this one. I still don't know how to feel about it, but that's all right.
I know I've gone in spurts of talking tonight, but this has been fun, just chilling and hanging out and bantering.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's essentially just like Ironcaster. It's essentially just talking big robots and whatnot.
Which
it's just we're also building.
Yeah, I did that last night with the we just kind of talked, and then Jace Fox or whatever.
Yep.
He popped in there, and because he was on your show later, wasn't he, Ronnie?
Yeah, that's funny. That was a funny coincidence. Good seeing him there too.
Yeah, I meant to tune into your show later, but
you.
Sorry, I just read Salty's comment.
Did you
but
really mean to? If you didn't, no, I'm messing with you. Of course, that's all right.
Well, now
left a comment. He's like, "I apologize for missing your stream." I'm like, no apology necessary, bro. Like at least leave a comment. That's cool.
Like
eventually, everyone will talk about how great Ronnie G show is, and then
I think I tuned into Comics Channel while I was
there'll
waiting
be
for
no
to start,
need for
and then
Punkwater to watch your show because everyone else is.
That's true. You can just get synopsis as more people watch it.
Exactly.
That's why.
And then we forget all about Punkwater, and Punkwater just goes into oblivion.
Well, that's not true. I show people my pocket PC from 1999 with Punkwater as wallpaper on it, and then Cash Money's like, "Oh, you're brown nose." I'm like, "No, Punkwater's my homie."
Yeah.
You don't brown nose for your homies; they're your homies.
Yeah.
I guess you could brown nose.
It's called back kisses.
But you can't brown nose for a penguin. You can only white nose because their poop comes out white like bird.
That's true.
Really? Yeah. True. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. And you kiss their tail feathers.
And it's kind of watery. I mean, the tail feathers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny because with sheep, if you ever raise sheep, they have these things called dags, and so essentially, like when they take a dump, sometimes like it'll get dingleberries on the wool, and like you got to go out there with like a scissor and like clean that up basically. And
Yeah,
it used to be a job that was tougher than it is in modern times, I guess.
must
And
be.
I don't know. I guess like if you had tail feathers, you might do the same thing. If you had to prevent infection, you might say, "Oh, I got a little bit of crap stuck on this one feather," and you might trim it a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I don't know anybody who does that actually. I'm
I don't
making
know.
up procedures for the chicken farm.
So, Ronnie, how's the snow over there?
Well, Salty Traveling Sea did say Punkwater is more of a paperweight than a glider. But as for the snow, we got about 3 inches in the morning, and it was great because I was allowed to be like 20 minutes late for work without getting in trouble because it was expected.
Yeah,
But
that's
like,
usually how it works.
I
Yeah.
mean, I did pretty
Yeah.
well, all things considered. And coming home, it didn't delay me one bit. And I saw someone else slip, but I didn't slip today, so that was great. I mean, like I almost slipped, but I caught myself, which means I didn't
So,
slip. So that
so,
rocked.
so you're the one laughing and not being laughed
No, I
at.
said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Are you all right?" I said, "Are you all right?" And then the guy looked fine, so I kept walking. Then he started laughing himself. Like I heard the guy first start laughing.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's
like-
probably
I don't
like, I better laugh before everyone else does.
Well, it's like one of those times like nobody saw me. Crap, somebody saw me. Okay, fine.
Laugh it off. Laugh it off before I get shamed.
Mhm.
I always, when I'm going through, like ice or whatnot, an icy area, I always knees slightly bent,
Yep.
feet far apart, short little waddly steps.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, I walk like a penguin. That's how you walk on ice.
It does.
You walk like a penguin.
Now, somebody was. I
It's-
know it was
It's
awesome one.
I'm not just saying it because Punkwell's here. I'm saying it
I know.
because that was always my little ditty when I see like a spot of like
Mhm.
clearly black ice to like wherever I'm
Yeah.
going. I'm like
Mhm.
waddle like a penguin.
So okay, so somebody was telling me that I think it was awesome one yesterday in one of the chats saying that they say somebody was watching a documentary about how it's really hard for a human to waddle like a penguin, even though you try, but do something more like the aliens from what was that Tim Allen movie?
Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy
Yeah,
Quest.
Galaxy Quest. Walk like that. You should be fine on the ice.
No. They're like they sway their weight around and they make it all goofy looking. You want to keep your like body upright and centered the whole time. But yes, you do want to waddle like a penguin.
Yep.
That is the quickest way to go about the ice.
Yep.
Damn.
I might not be able to fly, but I can do a lot of things on the ground.
I've been seeing this, but I'm wearing a Mighty Ducks jersey right now.
Nice. Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth. Quack, 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 quack. What? Quack, 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 quack,
Quack,
quack,
quack,
quack.
quack, quack, quack.
We owned those on VHS when I was a kid.
Yeah, that was great, man.
That was good.
I like the Mighty Ducks.
I remember.
It's a shame they try to like reboot it.
Yeah.
And oh god, is it so woke?
Do you remember the cartoon with the actual ducks on it? It was called
Yes.
D2.
Yeah, I think that was. I think that eventually showed up on
milk
Disney
it. Yeah,
Plus.
that was them trying to like milk.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
I did watch a few episodes back when I was at my parents' house on their Disney Plus, and I'll say that probably no more times. But because the nieces and stuff, and so they wanted to be able to watch some of the classics, and we'll see how long they keep it. But still, like it was neat when it's like like X-Men, Gargoyles, all these things that you hadn't seen since because
Gargoyles still lives up. I like Gargoyles.
Gargoyles. I knew they were. I knew some of the voices, but now they go older, like that voice cast. Those were like popular A-rate action TV and movie stars.
They had
like
Worf and Riker.
Exactly. They also had.
I mean, they weren't the silver screen actors that were popular, but they were. They were.
I thought one of the guys was. I thought they had one of the guys from. Let me. Who is Goliath's voice?
Oh, I think it was Worf from. I think it was Worf. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Worf from Star Trek: The Next Generation, also known as heck his name? I should know. Michael Dorn. I
Okay.
Yeah,
am
Michael
Worf,
Dorn.
son of
Yeah.
Vogue. And then Riker did the voice of that guy. I forgot his name. His name
The
was
bad guy.
Fox.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and like
he wasn't a bad
he,
guy, but he was
Right.
the antagonist, I guess. But
Yeah.
and he looked like himself too. He had like a beard just like Riker, and then he
like
did the
yeah,
he did the commercial for the what do you call it, the soup that looks like Cheerios but it's fake pasta.
I mean,
Franco American.
without that
Keith
character,
David.
they literally would still be in stone. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
he
Is
had to
Keith?
like rebuild the castle
Oh yes.
to be above the clouds. So he rebuilt the castle brick by brick on top of a skyscraper in New
Yeah.
York because it was the early '90s and New York was still Rome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh no, his voice is Keith David.
Oh, really?
Keith David, yeah.
Wow. I guess I
Yeah.
just made an assumption when I was a kid because he looked like Riker. I hope I'm right
Well,
about Worf.
no,
You know.
no, Riker. You're right. No, Keith David
Oh,
was
Keith
the
David did Goliath.
yeah
Yeah.
Got you.
the deep
Okay, there we
that
go.
deep voice. Yeah.
Yeah, Riker was in that movie, in that show. You're right about that.
Riker was the bad guy.
And he was the antagonist. Yes.
The antagonist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I googled it. You
You
Googleized it.
you Googleized it.
Yeah, he was David Xanatos. Xanatos.
Xanatos.
So Michael Dorn did the voice of Coldstone, aka Othello.
Cool.
That's a character. I mean, I maybe it's the latest season or something.
I don't know.
Apparently, Michael Dorn did do a voice.
Yeah.
He did it. He did this guy here.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So I don't know if I was mixing up with Goliath or Lexington. I remember they had like the guys. They were named after like landmarks or streets in New
Streets,
York.
yeah, because they're finding names that work for them in New York, right?
Yes.
But no, that one was a really, really good cartoon. And then for those of us who like robots, Exo Squad was a really good late 80s, 90s mecha animation.
Yeah, and I want to never saw Exo Squad, but it sounds cool.
Oh,
Exo
I'll
is
send you some snippets.
anything with the word
Snippets.
Exo has to be cool.
Good night, Marcus Felix.
Good night, Marcus Felix. I will join you soon. I just gotta
Pleasant
right
dreams,
when
Marcus Felix.
I'm at this spot right here. I will join you. I'm right here, and this is pretty much slipstream. It's putting hands together and putting hands on the arms. They're like, do this to the left. I'm like, I already did it to the left.
Ah, you only have to do the other.
So now I
Well,
just
does
gotta
it-
put the hands on.
Does the
Gotta put
RX
them
one? Does the
hands
RX 93 have
on.
a letter G on it?
What's that?
The RX 93 does that have a letter G on it, like on a shoulder or something?
I'm
Like
not sure.
like new gun. Okay, but I was gonna say that would be the G spot.
Yeah, it's not the G armor.
Yeah.
I didn't understand why the G armor was a thing, but
Did anybody?
it's interesting. It's just like it's
I
module now, and it's just like, yeah, it was cooler and it looked more menacing as like a big man robot thing. Now it's just like it looks like a poorly designed like transformer.
Oh yeah, it's like it looks like a tank that flies, and it's like this is not aerodynamics. You have the tank tracks just kind of hanging out there in the wind. And I get it. You got nuclear fusion reactors, but yeah, it looked a little awkward.
I mean, you needed two pilots, so it's kind of like the
Yeah.
Battle Bro, but
That's true.
yeah, that one's pretty good. I can't wait till the next Gundam was it Thunderbolt is coming out.
Oh,
Thunderbolt.
Oh my god, this it's just amazing.
yeah.
Like the Bros underneath the Colt and what's the big one with the hands the fingers that fly out, um the piloting in the head unit. Oh shoot, a Baoku, charred fluid in the Baoku.
Oh, not the Zeong.
The
Yeah, the
Zong,
Zeo.
yeah, the Zong, yeah. So yeah, I always he's filing that with one of the psychic sisters
Oh,
because spoilers, one of them died and would end up dying.
I do remember seeing in
Okay.
one of the Thunderbolt releases, they did show you something that looked like the Zeong that like was in the battle. Like it was slightly different, but
Yeah,
it's like one of those like.
that was foreshadowing. Yes, the
Oh,
Zong
that's
was.
what I was seeing. I was wondering what that
Yeah.
was. All right.
Yes. So the one that blow up, but they made two of them, and so there was like Fetty Special Forces, were were infiltrating essentially the base of Abaoku, and there was like a whole bunch of like elite guards protecting it, but they ended up going through, and I forgot what the old lady's name is, but she was like leading the attack like in way in the back, and she was
Yeah.
like, yes, it should be here, and then there it is, and it's
Um.
scary because she was the head director of the program from Anaheim Electrics that was studying yeah, right, freaking
Okay.
they were studying and doing experiments on new types.
Is that it's not the Flanagan Institute. It's literally a division of Anaheim doing this.
Yeah, it's Anaheim doing this. Yeah, so she's like she's got like a low level admiralty, like rank on her, and
Okay.
so she's quite the important person.
So
But yeah,
strange. Doling out military ranks to corporate people.
oh yeah,
It's
well
just
she's
interesting how Anaheim throughout the years gets more and more exposed and more deep in all this stuff, and
I know, right?
like
I'm like
they are
who's writing this shit, man? It's just like
they're the war machine. They're
they are the war
the
machine. They're like everything Alex Jones think the like like certain parts of the deep state is. Anaheim
yeah.
is. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yep. Military industrial complex.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I
that's
think it's so
that's
like that's
exactly
not
what they are, and I love. That's what I love about that. Like,
yeah.
is just like they are kind of the good guys, but also really not.
They're playing
Oh no,
both sides all the time and shit. Yeah.
kind of playing both sides, but mostly the Fetties, because the Fetty pockets are much bigger,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
also
it's true.
also oop, um I forgot what the big contractor for Site 3 is, but
You got the Zeonic
yeah,
Corporation.
Exeonic Corporation. So you know what I mean. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like why is Ford gonna, it's like Ford like making a whole bunch of engines for aircrafts and stuff like that, and they're not gonna sell to the
Yeah.
Japanese because or the Germans because they already got Mitsubishi and they have BMW and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So and those things went into their aircraft. So obviously, so
Yeah.
Hmm.
they could play both sides, but they already have an in-house competitor kind of thing going on. So that's essentially why Anaheim is mostly on the Betty side.
That makes
Hmm.
good sense.
If they could play both sides, they would. But
Well, and it's like there's
Well,
some of the major ones like the Sinanju and such. That's Anaheim because they
Mhm.
quote stole the Sinanju Stein, which I guess through narrative and then turned into and then what? Then they got the sleeve version updated, and then I don't know. I think that's the one thing about narrative. I will say
Yeah,
the fact that you had the Sinanju Stein, and then the new what do you call that big massive thing that it set in?
yeah,
It was just like it was The antagonist was a punk kid who wanted to be. He was a Char wannabe punk kid, and so he just the bad the protect the antagonist was just a copycat, not a clone. I guess that's like a cheap copy.
Yeah. I get you what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. But yeah, so as that's happening, what do you call it? Also Anaheim, they're trying to. That's actually the main target for the cult faction. They're trying to. They're going to the moon, obviously, because as we know, as us Gundam fans know, the base is on their headquarters, Anaheim Electric. It's not in Anaheim; it's actually on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Those damn Lunarians.
Yeah.
That Nina Purple didn't freaking like getting
Nina
all
Purpleton, yeah.
on and then
Oh yeah, Nina
fucking-
Purpleton. She was Anaheim Electric correspondent
Yep.
person.
Yeah.
Was Vu Luca, Vu Lavaca, damn it, that girl Vu.
Yeah.
Yeah, is she Anaheim? Test pilot or some crap. Well, I can't even say her name, so I can't even.
I don't know.
It's possible.
Mula Flaga? Just kidding. We know who that is.
Lula Fraga, yeah.
I don't know who he is. Like, just when I thought I knew who he was, I find out.
Well, then he didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I don't even know who you are.
So sad.
That's what I call family reunion.
And the hands are taking longer than I thought they would.
See,
Because that's how MGs work. That's what Punkwaddle told me.
that's why sometimes I wait for the hands until, like I said, it's like at the end of a session, I'm working on the hands because I don't want to get so tired of cutting and sanding and shaving that off that I accidentally butcher a big armor piece.
Yeah, you
So
can
much
usually hide
delicate work.
mistakes in the hands. Oh yes, I looked into that thing you mentioned about using magnets to hold accessories, and yeah, it looks pretty straightforward. And one of these days, in the not terribly distant future, I would love to try that because I know like sometimes you can put a beam rifle in the Gundam's hand, and it's basically fine. But there's times where a magnet would just be convenient. Oh, no, okay, that's different. But you know what I mean. And yeah, so yeah, go magnets. And yeah, I am going to investigate the viability of building a Gundam into a bottle. But I looked into it. The guy in Japan did it, but it was like he shows a video of him just attaching the head, and in the
Yeah.
article it is saying it's not prefabricated. But it's like, well, hold on, that head is assembled. You can't brag about not being prefabricated and then load a fully assembled head in. Like if you're gonna say it's not prefab, you gotta freaking like put the entire head together inside the effing bottle. But
That's
that
gonna
being
be.
well, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But because the guy didn't do that, I can just say that people give me BS about it. But my idea would be like, let's say the hip's over here, for example. So how do you get that in a bottle? Maybe you do something like this, and then you load it in leg first, and you kind of just contort it, and then you get the other leg in, and then you could sort of like work it out once it's inside.
I bet you could put one in a mason jar easy enough.
Oh, mason jars definitely, and so that's another thing. I look at the mouths of bottles, and basically, I would like to get the beam. I'm not the beam. I'd like to get the shield. In fact, the beam shield would be good because the beam shield I could bend it and get it in there. But a regular shield like this, basically, that's the limiting factor. It's like the waist. I can load this part and this part of the waist in separately, or I could and get the chest in on its side.
Mm-hmm.
But the shield is like probably like so. I do have a bottle that unfortunately is loaded with liquor that I don't like. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, but
what kind of liquor?
I don't remember. Probably like some shit like a straight vodka or like some like straight gin or some crap,
Fair enough.
But like I'd say like a basic model, like this first grade model. And another idea I had was like what you would do is you take the joints, and I was watching this. So I found a Japanese girl on YouTube, and what she does is she does anime song covers, including Gundam song covers from the UC timeline and Gundam Seed on an oboe. But she always has Gunpla in the background. So if she's doing 0083, she'll have like the GPO2 Master Grade behind her. And she did a video
Okay.
where she's putting together Gato's mobile armor. And I noticed one thing she was doing was before attaching the arms, she would be making a snip like on the poly cap, like right here or some weird thing like that. And I don't
Yeah.
know if that helps with airbrushing or just helps snapping it together. But I thought about it. So if I'm gonna put together something in the bottle, I can get a brass rod and bend it and put double-sided tape or
Nice,
use
nice.
tweezers. But
Okay.
the thing
All
is
right,
that
guys. Whew.
we don't want to put a lot of pressure putting the joint on. So no, I'll wrap up. But we don't want to put a lot of pressure on the joint. So what I would do is I would loosen up the joint by making a snip here. Then it would kind of just go in there like a hot dog in a hallway. But before putting the hot dog in the hallway, I would get my thin cement. You know, the cement basically that that wet
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And not the thick cement, but the thin cement. Wherever I don't know.
Right, right. I know what you're saying. I know what you're
And
saying.
so the idea is that it would go in there loosely, but you'd only have to hold it in the position. Let's say you want it like this. You hold it like that for like a couple of minutes, basically just kind of
Yeah.
hold your finger at the spout of the bottle. And then once the cement sets, you're good to go, and then you never have to worry about it again. So that's kind of like my rough sketch idea of how I would go about assembling a Gundam in a bottle.
Interesting.
Well, cool.
Okay.
All right. Looks like we have a very nice. Can you highlight that snack? Show if all big. I want to see the process.
Oh, mine?
Yeah, I want to see what you've accomplished tonight because he looks really good.
That's what she said.
Yeah, he's got some nice hands.
Aw. That does look super cool, actually. I do like I like the faceted shapes on the chest armor. Yet it's got a very rounded shape in the shoulders.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good. The tooling's not the best, but I do like.
What franchise? What series is this from?
Gundam Wing.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's the Tall Geese Gundam Wing.
So
How
does
dare
it have
you
like
not know?
a brush
I
on
know.
it? Like, you know how the Spartans, or like they have a brush on top of their head. I'm guessing they use it to clean things. Is that what he's got on top of his head?
Oh, kind of, yeah.
So
Sort
he
of.
could be like, could he work at a mobile suit car wash and like basically just bend his head down and kind of give a scrub dub to a dirty mobile suit?
Sure, there, Ronnie.
That's good because I think that you need to be able to wash your mobile suit sometimes.
Uh,
You gotta take pride in your machine.
Well,
It's true.
definitely, unless it's you want to have the battle damage.
Oh, by the way, what
But
is up with these beam sabers? So these GMs came with these beam sabers that are not like clear. So I
Yeah.
just painted one red, but I couldn't wrap my head around this. I'm
So
like, what is?
okay, so that's just a thing of that era. There are beam sabers that just come that they don't have the two parts. They're just like that, and like I said,
you
it just
gotta,
happens. Yeah,
you just got to paint it or figure out what to do yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
enough.
had a couple of no grades myself. I built.
Mhm.
I actually
You
use Zeonic red, which I'm hoping is slightly different than In fact, we can check. We got the Gundam right here. Where's the Gundam shield? Yeah. So no, seriously, because this is Gundam red and this is
Yeah.
Zeonic red. So I think this is
It's
what you'll
definitely
use
a little bit
on the-
more like a Zaku. It's a little bit concerning.
what
Yeah,
I
that
did
is
kidding.
that is definitely Zaku red. I could
But-
tell the two differences. I'm
And that's-
like,
yeah.
I'm like, what are the differences between Zaku red and Gundam red? I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, okay, I see how it is.
Yeah,
Zaku red's a little more on the lighter side, and Gundam red is very true red.
yeah.
You
Well, it's a little oranger
it's
is the
cringing.
Zaku.
Yeah,
Oranger to pink.
yeah, it's got a little more on the lighter yellow kind of. Yeah, a little on the orange side, but it's still like how I would classify it as a red. There's certain
Yeah.
grays that are technically classified as a blue, but it's clearly a gray. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Look,
that's a
hearts.
GM. Your little GM.
So I did an experiment, but I had to strip the paint off. But what I did was I used like the red paint that I used in my shield, and then I used a clear coat. And I kind of you can see I got a little stringade up there. But on one of them, this one I stripped the paint off, so I got to redo it. But one of the things I did was I did the red paint marker on the shoulder, and then I put the matte finish on, and it kind of looked like something like like from ground, like it looked roughed up. So I might go
Yeah.
that route.
Nice.
It looks like crap, but it also has like proper realism.
Proper realism on the crap, yeah.
All right. I think we're all starting to fade. Well, some of us are starting to fade because some of
Yeah.
us has to work tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm all
yeah.
clear. I'm
I
dropping
I
whenever.
I don't have to work tomorrow, but I am gonna have to go to the bathroom pretty soon.
Wait, I'm the only one who has to work tomorrow. Crap.
You're staying up with us, Punkwaddle. I'm
Dang it.
joking. I want to go to bed.
I can tell.
Yeah. No, I did want to build, but I also wanted to, kind of just stream because I haven't a nip and nag in a while. You know what I mean?
Well, apparently, a lot of people were happy that we had a nice, chill stream, and
Yeah.
I was on Ironcasters last night. I was here tonight. There's talk of maybe with Brandon the Anime Guy on
Ironcaster
Thursday.
had a little Gundam chat thingy again.
Just a mech chat, just to kind of chill. He's like, I could be lazy, I could do something. He's like, hey Punk, you want to come in? I was like, sure. And yeah, so we just talked for an hour, and then Jay showed up. But we'll see. It's been a rough weekend, so I want to do something
It was.
for the. I
It's been
want
a
to make a
rough weekend
video
for me too. Friday was
I don't
busy,
know.
Saturday was busy, Sunday was busy, and then Monday was Martin Luther King Day. That was busy. Oh my god!
If I do
I'm
something for
surprised I
the
had
Ice
energy
House,
today.
yeah. If I do, I slept like crap last night. If I do anything for my channel, it won't be that big unless I get another spurt of energy sometime.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I definitely feel you there. I kind of
Yeah.
don't want to do anything tomorrow, but it is Coach Murphy Monster.
Yeah.
He's workout at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Ooh.
So that would be 6:30 West Coast, and
Yeah, I think our chat kind of ran off.
Yeah.
About
Or
20 minutes ago.
6:30 Central Time. There we go. 6:30 Central Time.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
I think Coach Murphy's a inspiration. I respect what he does. He spreads the good word.
Yes.
He encourages people to like eat salad and work out.
I've been eating
salad.
salad.
Eat fruits, your vegetables. Don't need to be a carbophobe, but you have to be careful what you do with the carbs. Sometimes they poof up too much. Pastas could kill you. Not literally, but it will make you blow up. And protein, high protein sources are good.
It's true.
All that stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll do gym and diet stream tomorrow. Who knows? The link will be open for the cotton, and eventually I'll get some of my friends to pop on, and we might have it like a Joe Rogan style, like not really not really interacting with the chat kind of thing,
Just talk about aliens and stuff.
Talk about aliens and stuff, yeah. Right.
Oh yeah, I did that a week ago. We talked about the 10-foot aliens that totally went to that Florida mall.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like the chat interactions are great, but if I'm gonna do like an interview kind of thing with some of the guys, and we may not be able to do it like during live and stuff like that. So, how that it works.
Yeah, or like you do an interview for 30 minutes and then you open up to the chat for questions. Hey, I see you guys talking there. You could do some stuff like that. Like, which is why I did some of the pre-recorded stuff last year, just like a 20 to 30-minute conversation that was pre-recorded that people could talk and actually think about and evolve instead of you're not trying to interact with the chat. You're just trying to have a good conversation that people can access.
Yeah.
He's using the toilet paper to wipe.
Well, he's just trying to get that weathering down on his
True.
he's taking a dump on the yellow.
I can wipe my. Never mind.
That's a shitty way to end, but that's how we're ending tonight. All right, everyone, have a good night.